What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jay McLovin here on Elite Sports and Entertainment Network. And with me, I got a Boston Red Sox. Correct me, Pride. You're a Boston Red Sox guy, right?
Yeah, it's hard to say that these days, but yeah.
Man, listen, I feel you, man. I think it's hard to say I'm a Houston Astro. You know all the stuff we've been through, Pride.
Y'all made it. Y'all made the playoffs, so I'll give you guys some credit.
Well, yeah. We did make the playoffs, man. So I don't really have no skin in this game. I really don't have no skin. I mean, I know you don't really have no skin either. I mean, is there any one team more than the other, man, you looking to see win this whole thing? Particularly?
I mean, for me, it's the Dodgers, but it's just because I really want Shohei to win. Like, I don't really have a team. I'm here for a player. I'm here for Ohtani. That's honestly really. If Ohtani was on the Yankees, I'm literally just here for Ohtani because it's like,
oh yeah,
I'm curious to see how he really is going to be on this stage, and I don't think he'll have an issue. I really don't. You saw him in the World Base in the Classic, and this dude just went sick for no reason whatsoever all year. He's been phenomenal. So I'm just really here to see him and how he does.
Yeah, I mean, look, this ain't Shohei. It's not like Shohei Ohtani is, a couple of years in the league or whatever. I mean, he's been in the MLB for a little while, and he's played with some good players like Trout. But, mostly
did he really though?
Japan. He played at some high levels in Japan. This guy is not some, he knows. I think he's seasoned for this moment, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. He was born, built, and bred for this. Like, this right here is what he was made for. Like, again, like you said, we've seen him on high stages multiple times, not only in Japan, not only taking on when he was on Team Japan, taking on the world, and all throughout these playoffs, he's shown you that no stage is big for him. He is the stage. Like, there's nothing in terms of, man, I wonder how this guy's really going to do. Like, the only people who really have that doubt are like the people who have this unjust hatred of the guy. Other than that, no one's really questioning him. It's just more along the lines of, I just really want to see Ohtani hoist up the trophy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this guy, we were talking about the first 50-50 club member. I mean, for crying out loud, he made history even before the World Series, right? I mean, so he is a clutch hitter as much as he is a clutch pitcher. Now, they've already said clearly I guess the question was asked if he's going to pitch in the World Series, and the Dodgers have come out and said specifically no, he is just a hitter. And I think that's the right choice. I don't know if he just came out I think it was Tommy John he had, correct? Or was it Tommy John? No, it wasn't Tommy John, excuse me, but he had torn one of the ligaments. I don't think it was UCL though, in his elbow, correct?
I'm almost positive it was his UCL.
Yeah. I mean, he's out for a while.
Positive.
I might have to go back and double check it, but I don't know. I don't think he had Tommy John.
Yeah, but I mean,
if he had Tommy John, he would even be batting. I think he would just be laid up, or not laid up, but trying to come back into it.
No, it was his UCL. Yep, it was his UCL in his right elbow.
So I wonder what the plan is for him. If he's not even Tommy John, are they just reattaching it and just let him come back? I mean, like, I don't understand. Like, usually with UCL, doesn't that specific Tommy John?
What they're no, it's different. It's different because if he had Tommy John, he wouldn't be batting. So it's not as bad. Like now,
okay.
Yes, it is a ligament. Yeah, it's a ligament. And so the difference is it really, in terms of swinging the bat, he's fine. Now, right now, he technically can pitch, right? He quote unquote can pitch because he is, in terms of healing from it, he is completely healed up. However, they just want to play it safe because they're like, well, we haven't had him pitch all year, and we're not really in the mood to all of a sudden now in the biggest game of the year, just throw him out there and go, oh, hey, by the way, you want to start pitching? Like, they're not going to want to do that. So, so that's kind of why after this, they're going to be like, hey, how do you feel? And he's probably going to say, oh, I feel good. I feel fine. And once they start doing that, is probably when they're going to start they're going to give him probably like 2 to 3 weeks where they just go and party and celebrate, them winning. And then he's gonna start getting into the all right. Let me start getting my pitching mechanics back in order. Let me start doing that because I don't think he's doing any type of pitching. I don't even think there's any like, in terms of his rehab. I think when after he had the surgery, there was really no pitching of the sort at all. Like it's kind of like he really hasn't pitched since last year, and it's more along the lines of all right. Let's make sure let's let him be the batter he is now, and then come next year. We'll get him up on the mound. So it's I mean, I don't mind. Me personally, I would have been a cornball, but this is why I'm not a manager. I would have let him close a game or two.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, I just showed it on TV now. I want to point that out. This is Fernando Valenzuela. Obviously, he passed away recently at 63 years of age. So the Dodgers are honoring him tonight. They just showed a picture of his family. They had the number 34 on the mound with the baseball. So they will be having the patch in their uniform. So, I'm not a Dodgers fan, but I got to tell you, man, I loved watching Fernando Valenzuela back in the day. Pride, I don't know if you might be too young for him.
I'm stupid young. I never watched it, but I never watched him. But obviously, if you talk to any legitimate Dodgers fan that's of age, right?
Right.
He's one of the people that the first two people they'll bring up is Jackie Robinson. That'll be the first one. Yeah. They'll say Jackie, and then they bring up Fernando. And it's kind of like in terms of obviously he was a hell of a player, but it really comes down to he's one of those guys that in terms of Dodgers lore, he's just on a completely different stratosphere. You know what I mean? You know how each guy has that player where it's like, yeah, he's a hell of a good player, but he means something even more special to that actual organization. Kind of what CeCe is to the Yankees, right? Like everyone looks at CeCe, they go, oh yeah, he's a hell of a player. But then if you talk to a Yankees fan, it's like, he's not just a hell of a pitcher. It's something far more than that. And that's really what he is, I
almost look at him as being like a Mario Rivera type of guy. Not that one was a reliever, one's a third, but I'm just saying the impact he had in the organization. I mean, obviously Mario had a huge impact, right? Frankie knows that. I mean, nobody knows that better than Frankie, but I almost kind of look at him at that level. I mean, that's how Fernando was looked at this organization.
Right. He really was.
What a time to be alive. I don't know who they got singing this national anthem.
Brad Paisley.
Paisley. Are you serious right
let's
now?
get him out of here. No, I mean,
why?
Why?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, we're Hispanic people, and we know that.
Hey, look, just because I'm white doesn't mean I know all artists. Damn it!
You got to step.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like they even mentioned the name, and I looked at my wife, and I'm like, isn't that the guy from the commercials with Peyton Manning?
LOL.
So, man, so Frank, I'm glad you're on here, man. How nervous are you for your boys in Game 1 tonight?
I'm not nervous at all, honestly. I mean, like,
oh, that's crazy.
I'm not
nervous a little bit. Come on.
No, I'm not.
That's crazy. I don't believe you. I cannot believe you. I cannot believe because if I'm saying the same thing about the Dodgers. I would be stupidly nervous right now.
I'm not nervous. Listen, the Dodgers lineup is full of great hitters. Absolutely. But at the end of the day, like, listen, it's been 15 years since I've been in this situation. It's not, I wouldn't say it's nervous. I would say it's more like butterflies in my stomach of a little bit of happiness, maybe, because we're here.
Bro,
we're here.
That's nervous,
it's
bro.
Game. No, it's not. No, it's not. Nervous.
Butterflies in your stomach is the same thing.
Anxious. Yes, anxious. Thank you, honey. It's anxious.
Oh, so you're going to say anxious? Okay.
Yeah, I'm anxious. Right. I'm not nervous. I would be more nervous.
I guarantee you, he said the right word. He just has that blunt's talking for him.
Yeah. I'm not saying, and let me just clarify this, because I don't mean nervous in terms of you not being able to finish the deal. I think it's more nervousness of this is going to be a minimum 6 games.
I said Yankees in 7.
And like that's what I'm saying. It's a minimum 6 games. And when I say minimum, I'm talking about if it's 5 games, whoever loses in 5 or less needs to like look in the mirror and go, you know what I mean? Like that's kind of, but for me, it's like the nervousness is just like,
and the reason why I'm saying I'm not nervous is because there's many people. Juan Soto, Aaron Judge, and Giancarlo Stanton loves to hit at Dodger Stadium. We've seen it many times. We've seen what Giancarlo Stanton does when he comes to LA because he's from LA. He wants, he loves hitting in this ballpark. Aaron Judge is an absolute stud at this ballpark because we all know that Dodger Stadium is not as big as Arizona Diamondback Stadium. Like it's easy to hit home runs there, just like how it is easy to hit home runs at Yankee Stadium. So Aaron Judge loves hitting there. The question for me is Aaron? This is your time, bro. We know that you don't show up in the postseason, but this is the goddamn World Series. You've never been in this level yet. This is your first time. This is the time where you go out and you show the world why everybody thinks you're a monster in baseball.
And to kind of piggyback off your point, I know that, Aaron Judge has this, history of not showing up, but this year he actually is like the antithesis of what people think he is. He's actually been like doing his thing this year.
Not really.
He kind of has been, bro. If you compare it to how he was before, bro.
Listen, I give it to you. He hit 2 great home runs at a perfect time when we needed it. Like, one of the games that solidified one of our wins against Cleveland against one of the, Emmanuel Class A. The second one he got to give us a tie ball game, and Giancarlo followed love with the leadoff, but we ended up losing that game. So, like, I give him those 2 home runs, but yet I've seen it since the Kansas City Royals series. The man is chasing just like how he did back then when when he started. He was chasing so many pitches. I need Aaron Judge to get his focus right.
I mean, don't get it twisted. He's chasing for sure, but I think he's showing a little more control this year. Granted,
definitely.
You see what I'm saying? Like that's why I'm saying this playoff run he's been on. Honestly, I think it's like one of the best because obviously he's still chasing some. But let's be honest, when you're a player like him that you got, last year it was over 60 home runs, and this year he was right there with 58. Obviously, he's gonna chase some, right? But I don't think he's chasing as much as before because there were a couple times, if you remember in that Cleveland series, there's been a couple times where they would leave a hanging curveball for some unknown stupid reason, but it would be a little too low, and he would see it and he would wait and he would kind of fall back off and go, you know what? I don't want that one because it's starting to kind of come together, so to speak. You know what I mean? Granted, I'm not going to sit here and say that it's perfect, but I think especially this year, it would be a waste for him to just try to go back to how he was before, want a home run every single at bat, because then it would kind of reinforce everything that people think about him, even though, like I said, up to this postseason, he has been a little more calmer, for lack of a better word.
You know what's interesting to me tonight? So real quick before we get started, the game is obviously in New York, and yet ESPN for some reason has LA favored, I believe, 54.7 to 45.3. I mean, that's crazy. I say it's crazy because you got Garrett Cole on the mound with a 3.0 ERA or 3.31 ERA versus Flaherty, who is 7.04 and 1-2 so far in the playoffs. Do y'all find that a little weird that they've got ESPN is ranking them in favor of LA more so than New York?
No. And the reason, my bad. The reason why I don't think that's that weird is because right now they're playing in LA. So if you put the home field advantage with LA combined with the fact now,
no, you're right. I'm sorry.
There is a little bit of a risk to it because you also have to remember, Freddie Freeman's coming back, and you just saw how great they looked the last game against the Mets. You see what I'm saying? They were looking great that last game against the Mets without Freddie Freeman, and if I'm not mistaken, a majority, if not all, that series was without Freddie Freeman. So now you got Freddie Freeman coming back into the mix, an MVP caliber player. I think that is why you're going to go ahead and put it in. And remember, as much as, to Frankie's point, as much as he's saying, Aaron Judge loves playing in LA, so does Giancarlo Stanton. I understand that, but you want to know who else loves playing in LA? Shohei Ohtani. You know who else loves playing in LA?
Yeah,
Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman. So it's and think about it, Max Muncy, you know what I mean? He looks phenomenal, in LA for some unknown reason. Dude looks like a super duper mega star in LA for some reason. And then on the road, he kind of looks a little eh. But I think that's why. You know what I mean? If you kind of take all of it into account, I think that's why. And I genuinely believe if the first game was in Yankee Stadium, I think the Yankees would have been favored. I think they would have been favored.
I don't think
over Brooklyn. You don't think so?
No,
I
and
just
the
said Brooklyn,
reason
Dodgers.
and the reason why is because look at the different series between the Yankees from Kansas City to Cleveland and the Dodgers from Padres and the Mets. The Dodgers have been shutting out these two franchises. They shut them out a lot. Not only that, they scored at least a maximum of 10, 12 runs in a couple of games. The Yankees, on the other hand, are playing great defense. So they're not scoring a lot of runs like the Dodgers are, but they're winning games by playing good defense. So I feel like that's why Vegas or MLB is looking at the Dodgers as favorites because they've scored more runs on the two franchises that they played in the NLDS and NLCS compared to the Yankees scoring probably a maximum of like 8 runs, 7 runs. So I mean, like,
so you're basically looking at it as they're like ESPN is picking offense over defense, so to speak.
Basically, that's what I think. So, and it is true because if you look at the Dodgers, they have a lot of offensive hitters, like you said, Mookie, Shohei, Freddie Freeman, Max Muncy, like all these guys. Compared to the Yankees, I mean, realistically, the only hitters you got, and I'm sad to say this, is like Giancarlo Stanton, Juan Soto, Aaron Judge, sometimes Volpe, sometimes you got Rizzo's getting some shots, and sometimes Verdugo, but it's not all the time compared to the Dodgers, where you got all these guys that are hitting nonstop all the time.
Right.
Yeah, speaking of, so Giancarlo Stanton, versus all the other years, and Frankie, I know how much you have hated Stanton for so long.
Yeah.
He wasn't producing, but for some reason, in this postseason, he has been producing. And do you expect that production to continue in this series, or do you think their Giancarlo Stanton of before will creep back into it?
Listen, I think, and yes, I absolutely hated Giancarlo Stanton. And let me rephrase what I just said. Hated. Once October has started and this man started swinging, this guy has been, and Jay, you've seen me, you've heard me, he's been opening my eye every single game, every single series. And it's like, I told my wife, I said, listen, if this man could continue doing what he's doing and win us a World Series, I promise you, and I'm saying this live on a stream in front of Jay, in front of Pride, in front of everyone, I promise you, if he continues this and gets us a World Series, I will never, ever talk shit about Giancarlo Stanton ever.
That's not good enough. That's not good enough. That's not good enough.
It is good. For me,
no,
it's
not. It's not. I need you to get his name tatted on you. So we're going all the way. If he's the World Series MVP, I demand a tattoo.
No, you're bugging.
A tattoo on a watch along while you're getting it. Like I want you to video it and do a TikTok of you getting Giancarlo tattoo on your body.
I second that, by the way.
I didn't even get Derek Jeter tattoo on my body.
A real Yankee fan would do that. Though. I'm just saying, a real Yankees fan would do that.
Well, a dumb Yankee fan would do that.
You might be down low, undercover Boston for all we know.
Wow, you said you're me. It's crazy.
And that's that's like me saying that you're a down undercover Texas Rangers fan because you didn't get Jeremy Pena tattooed when they won.
Nah, that's different. That's different.
No,
I hate Jeremy Pena.
I have Jeremy Pena on my ass right now. You don't know.
We don't know. It's crazy.
Jay, I do know because if you would have got it, you would have probably send me that picture.
I probably would have. I don't think I would have. I think Melanie would have sent it to you. To be honest with you, that's what I think would have happened.
You would have got drunk.
She likes to do that kind of stuff.
You would probably got drunk. Video called me like, "Hey, yo, Frankie, look what I just got done."
Look what I just got done. That's crazy. But
I would have at least gone to a good tattooist. It would have been good artwork. I promise.
Would have been good artwork. I will say, Jay, to kind of go back to what you were asking about Giancarlo Stanton. I don't know if it's me, but I don't think this is the first time, and I'm even going back to his Miami days. This is the first time that I've actually seen Giancarlo Stanton play as if there's no pressure.
Yeah.
It's weird to me, and I think the reason, and I think there's one legitimate reason why. So now the bad omen, right? The black sheep is Anthony Rizzo, right? Ever since you guys got Anthony Rizzo, he has not been the same. He's been a shell of himself, right?
He's been nothing but injury.
You know what I mean? It's either injury or like he almost sold you guys in the Cleveland series. There's been a few errors that he kind of was like, what are you doing? You know what I mean?
Yes.
And it's like, I think the thing now is, since everyone's now so overly focused on Anthony Rizzo, no one's talking about Giancarlo Stanton. So there's like less pressure for him, where he's like, okay, I now can just relax. I can chill out, do me. And now no one's really going to get mad at me. And I genuinely think that honestly has a lot to do with it, because now at him, he even looks calmer at the plate. It like this whole thing where he's done a few years where he's like, all right, I have to go yard every time. I haven't really seen that ever, like, all this year and all through the playoffs. He's kind of going to what the Yankees have needed for a while. Look, let me just get on base. And whatever happens, happens. And Giancarlo Stanton is doing that a lot. Obviously he's accidentally getting some home runs, and I can say accidentally how many times he'll get a home run and he'll look and go, yo, I hit it that hard? Like, what's good with me? Like, so I think it's a lack of a pressure thing for Giancarlo Stanton. So now he's more comfortable because he's like, look, I can go 0 for 4. No one's going to yell at me now. And now that he's got that in his head, he feels a little more comfortable. And on top of that, combined with the fact, like, look, now he's probably your third best hitter on a great day, because you got Aaron Judge and Juan Soto. Sometimes Volpe is on fire and he's the number 3 guy. Sometimes, in terms of what you expect and what he brings to the plate, sometimes it's Glaber, right? Jazz Chisholm had a couple games, not the postseason, but he kind of had a couple games, when he got traded, that he kind of was like, oh yeah, I could be that guy or whatever. So I think that all that kind of comes into play where Giancarlo Stanton now playing with really no pressure.
Yeah, so the game's underway right now. Top of the first, it's 1-1 with Torres at bat. That's the thing, right? Excuse me, not good. Juan Soto, I like him being on this team because he's playing the big games, right? When he was at Nationals, obviously he beat my Houston Astros, and I thought, I really liked it when he went to New York. The thing for me is I want to see if Judge can actually perform on the highest of stages tonight, right? I think for him to be able to get that legacy and to be the next man, whatever you want to call it in Yankee lore, he's got to get a damn World Series. Otherwise, I think he just goes down as an average Yankee. I don't think he's gonna. And I'm not saying like an average. I don't want to say in a bad way, but he's just not gonna be like in the company of Gehrig or Babe or any other guys, Derek Jeters, Reggie Jackson. So the guys that actually got the rings and contributed to the ring, right? I think if he doesn't contribute to this World Series, I don't know. I mean, I think it's kind of a hit on his legacy a little bit.
Before you go, Pride. Jay's probably a little back right now, but Gleyber Torres did line out to third base. Juan Soto came up to bat, walked to first base on 4 straight pitches. Now batting Aaron Judge with 1 on, 1 out here at the top of the first.
Okay, I'm behind 2. Oh yeah, I'm behind 2.
Go ahead, Brian.
But not because I understand, Jay, what you're saying to an extent. I do, but I also think so. In terms of the Yankees fans, and Frank, I think you'll back me up on this. That fanatic fan base, yes, some of them are gonna fry Aaron Judge and act like he's a bum, right? I think so. Those fanatic ones are gonna act like that. But in terms of his legit legacy, if he kind of doesn't show up in this, World Series, he's basically gonna be the Russell Westbrook of the Yankees in terms of the Yankees lore. Phenomenal regular season dynamo.
Thank you.
That come playoffs can't get it done. Now that is if he lays an egg. Right. If the Yankees lose, but Aaron Judge has like a 409 batting average.
Oh yeah, of course.
5 home runs. I'm not gonna fault him for that. Yeah, but if he lays an egg, this is when it's official. He's really not this postseason guy everyone's been waiting for, and it kind of is what it is.
Yeah. And speaking of Aaron Judge, he just struck out 2 outs right now, and he of course is Jack Flaherty's first strikeout of the night.
What a
He just
bum.
called him a bum. This is the first inning of your first bat in the World Series. He just called him a bum.
Look, I'm sorry. Look, you could be the best son of a bitch ever in the regular season. You can be Babe Ruth, Barry Bonds, whatever you want to put in there of the regular season. But if you go and you lay a goose egg in the postseason, you're a freaking bum. I'm sorry. You can't produce in the most critical of moments. You're a bum. Straight up.
And I also want to emphasize it. If he goes like 409 with like 7 homers, I'm not frying him.
I'm not either.
If
you're producing, okay.
If he's producing, but they just lose,
or if he goes 409,
I'm not gonna fry him. All right, I might slander him a little bit. I might because I hate him, right? But
if he goes 409 with 7 home runs and we lose the World Series, I'm straight up like legit. I'm gonna punch every Dodgers fan in the face.
I'm not. My punch John stand in the face is crazy. He's like, yo, that's crazy.
Oh, look,
but
man.
You know.
By the way, I want to do a quick shout out to Melvin Johnson. He's at his son's senior night, so he couldn't be with there. He's a diehard Yankees guy like Frankie. He's on the Truth Be Told podcast here at Elite Sports and Entertainment Network. Catch his stuff. These guys keep it real, and they put out good content.
Hold on, where is he?
Melvin. Gosh,
where is he?
What?
Where's Melvin?
Oh, he's at senior night. His son is a kicker. I believe a kicker for their high school. He's really good kicker actually.
Yeah, so it's like the last, the last home. It's usually the last home game of them. Is really like the senior night.
He missed it. Giancarlo got a base hit, not a home run. That's insane.
Damn, I gotta reload this because I'm so behind you, bro.
He hit the ball so hard that it bounced off his chest. Oh, it's considered an error.
But again, he's still on base.
Okay.
That's a fact.
He's still on base, so I'm not really gonna fry him too much.
But he's still slow, so pinch run him right now. He's slow. Nah, I'm just pitch run him in the first inning. That's crazy.
No, I'll be real with you. If I'm Giancarlo Stanton and you pinch run for me in the first inning, I'm demanding a trade. I refuse to play. David Ortiz on stump knees was not getting pinch run for it. And you're making me pinch run? Nah, bro, I need out this organization. Swear to God, bro, I'm going sick.
Listen, this is the World Series, and this umpire is absolutely trash.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
No, he's absolutely trash, bro. Like he missed a call that would have been on strike. He made it a ball. Then he just made one against Giancarlo Stanton and Jazz Chisholm, where they were outside the zone, and he called strike. It's already a bad start with the umpires.
I'll tell you this: one of the Yankees I really do like a lot is Chisholm. I feel like he gives your team that energy and that spark. Like he's that feisty guy that's on your team. You know,
right. What he did with the Kansas City Royals, like literally, like made me love him even more. Like, he straight up did a post interview after the game after we lost Game 2. And he's like, the Kansas City Royals got lucky. So then he goes to Kansas City, and he's getting booed nonstop, and he just loves it. He's looking at the crowd. He's like, yeah, give it to me, you know. And then everybody's looking at him like, yo, Jazz Chisholm is our, you know, he's our enforcer right now.
I mean, think about that name. Just the name alone, Jazz Chisholm. I don't have the ring to it, you know. Like,
Junior.
That he's a junior.
Oh,
Jazz Chisholm Junior.
And it's crazy too because like we've got 3 ball players that came from Miami to the Yankees: Giancarlo Stanton, Jazz Chisholm Jr., and John Birdie. And these guys are in the World Series.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy for these guys. Honestly, I really am. These are great ball players, mind you. John Birdie's not, for some odd reason, he's not on the Yankees World Series lineup card. I don't know why, but I did see some news that he's apparently injured. And I'm over here like, what the hell when? Because this guy literally was just playing on Game 5 against the Cleveland Guardians, and he scored our, one of our runs. So like, when did he get injured? On his travel on the plane? Like, I'm really confused.
Yeah. So we're at the middle of the getting ready to go to the bottom of the first. Yankees did not come away with anything, even though they had 2 men on. Frankie, man, let me ask you this: you guys had 2 men on. You had 2 men on, and you couldn't do anything with it. Do you think that's going to be an issue the rest of the game?
No, I've
Are you
seen so
worried?
many. I've seen
Worried?
so many games. No, I've seen so many games where the Yankees have 2 runners on, and they don't get. They can have 2 runners on with no outs, and they somehow, some way don't get a run. There's times where I've seen the Yankees have bases loaded with no outs, and they somehow, some way don't get a run. So it's like it's the first inning. Everybody still's got. It's the World Series. It's game one. Everybody's got that little, butterfly in their stomach, and they just want to go up and get some good hits, some quality hits. And for some reason, I feel like they're swinging too early, and which is why you've seen Jazz
Yeah.
Chisholm just got a ground out. Giancarlo Stanton hit a ground ball. So I feel like they got to ease into it.
I gotta tell you, I think if I'm the Dodgers, man, I'm really gonna try to make I'm really gonna try to make Garrett Cole work. Like he's got to throw a lot of. I want to try to. My goal is to try to get him to throw as many pitches in that first inning as possible, because I feel like the sooner you can get into that bullpen of the Yankees, if I'm the Dodgers, the better your chances are, right? So if I'm them, I don't think I'm not gonna make it easy on Cole. He's got to throw a lot. Like I'm not swinging at that first pitch. You're gonna have to earn it before I start giving that first strike. Unless you just throw it right down the damn middle or something stupid like that.
Damn, first pitch. Oh my God, I thought that was a home run by Ohtani. I'm like, what the hell? I was about to say first pitch.
I wish.
If that was a first
wish.
pitch home run, I'm turning the game off now. I'm getting ready for work.
I think it's interesting that they put
Garrett
Shohei
York is
Ohtani at
crazy.
first.
Well, I got to work at 1 a.m. tonight.
Love that for you. I love that for you.
What are you talking about? All Frankie's
But-
gonna do is go move some packages aside, crawl up in that thing, and put them back. Take a nap.
What?
What?
What'd you say I'm going to do?
I said, low key, you're just gonna go over there behind one of them racks, throw a few packages off to the side, curl up in there, and push them back.
Shit.
Man, you gonna talk to
I'm-
that?
I'll
You gonna talk to
I'll
that?
put my
Wow.
no, because it's true. I'll put myself in one of those packages and ship me out.
That's sick.
Like,
That is
oh, what?
sick.
This package is going to Arizona? Bet I'm in there.
Wow.
Hey, he said he pack a couple of sandwiches, poke a couple of holes in the box, and off he goes.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. People are gonna wonder why the bag is so heavy. It's loaded with packages.
See, somebody said we need more stamps on this box.
Oh my God, these guys are they're freaking trying to hit this ball out of the park.
Wow.
Good. I hope you do.
So Pride, I wanna ask you something, Pride, because Mookie Betts coming from
All right.
Boston.
Fuck him. He's a bum. He's a bum. What a bum. He's a trash can, you piece of shit. Fuck him. All right, he's bald. All right, he's bald. You think he shaves his head of choice? No, bro. He's got a receding hairline worse than my uncle's, bro. What a bum. All right, my bad. I get that. My sister. Go ahead.
No, that's cool. No. You answered the question, honestly. Like, I didn't even have to finish it. You finished it.
Yeah, no, I still got hatred for him.
It's understandable, but realistically, it wasn't him that forced the trade. It was a surprise trade.
No, because what he should have done is just taking the money we offered. That's what he should have done, right? He should have just shut up and taken the money and stayed on the Boston Red Sox. Because if we have him now, bro, our future is completely different. Because you know who else doesn't leave? Xander Bogaerts. He doesn't leave either, right? But this selfish piece of shit wanted to leave. Bump him. Okay, that's why your hairline is back, you idiot. Stupid boy. Okay, imagine that he left Boston to be the man of his own team, and he's getting carried by a dude who's got less years than him. Let that sink in, bro. Sink in, bro. What a bum. What a bum. Nah, I hate him. Swear to God, you got me started. Fuck that shit, bro.
Oh, come on, Doogie.
The hate is real.
Oh, Freddie Freeman, he's going for third. Freddie Freeman going for third, and he made it. Wow, Freddie Freeman got a triple.
Yo, Freddie Freeman low-key got some speed.
Low-key, I hate their celebration shit. It's super gay.
And I love it. I love it.
Of course you do. You love it when they bump dicks.
That's what I'm here for. You think I'm here for baseball? Wrong ball I'm here for, brother. Come on. You know what I'm here for. Mookie Betts, Nashville, Tennessee. What a stupid state. What a bum.
Bro, Freddie Freeman
now
is
you
so
got a
tall.
man.
I didn't know
You
Freddie
got 2
Freeman
outs.
was that tall.
Freddie?
Like, he's so tall that like literally like I feel like he took like 4 or 5 steps and he's like quickly on base.
And that's why I'm saying he's sneaky fast. Like his muscle twitch is not that fast. But since he's tall, he's got these long strides.
Yeah.
That has him be able to, so he basically makes up he takes up more space or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He runs like American Pharaoh.
Yes.
Not serious. I'm being serious. I'm not trying to be funny. For those that are watching, like if you know American Pharaoh is a freaking racehorse, and Teoscar Hernandez get it lined out, and that's the end of the first. You see what I'm saying, Jay? You see what I say?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter. Like you got all that and that shit in your stomach. It's like I'm gonna hit anything right now.
Oh hell yeah.
But American Pharaoh, the famous racehorse, horses got long legs, and when American Pharaoh was racing, like that horse was fast. That's what Freddie Freeman looked like. Like his legs are so long. Like I feel like he's not even running fast. He's just pushing so hard that he can get to like second base in four strides. He could get to third base in like 4 freaking like leg jump. Like that's it. Like this guy is tall. I didn't know he was that tall. Honestly, I wish he would go back to Atlanta.
That's sick.
Like, why are these people here? Why is Shohei in the Dodgers? Like, if you were gonna stay in LA, you might as well just stay on the Angels.
Smoking, bro.
I tell you, man, hey, watching Ohtani go to the Dodgers, even though he stayed in LA, I mean, he didn't have to move anything, right? He just went from one franchise to the other, but he obviously went from the low end of the world to the upper end of the world. You got to imagine, I mean, that's a good move for him. I mean, I hate to see
Hold on.
I hate seeing Trout with the Angels because even though low key he's injured like all the time, but still, you're just wasting your whole life away with the organization you're not going to go anywhere with.
Listen. Shohei, like I respect Shohei. He's an absolutely amazing ball player, pitcher wise, hitting wise. He's absolutely amazing. But to go out and you're a free agent, you were at one of the worst franchises in baseball with the Angels, and you just go to the Dodgers, a team that was already built for this moment. It just makes you look even softer. I feel like he should have went to a team like say for instance he went to Kansas City. You feel me? Like if he went to Kansas City and took Kansas City to the World Series, then it'll make it more like of a story for him. But you already went to the Dodgers that was already built. Having Mookie, having Teoscar, having Freddie. Yeah, bro.
Well, first of all, Theo Oscar is playing like a bum, right? Like ever since he got there, man's playing like dog shit, right? Probably statistically his worst year he's ever had, right? But here's the thing, right? This is why I don't agree with that. Because remember, like up until that 2020 ring, that like for 90% of people discredit, what was the Dodgers? What was their reputation? To go spend hella money and be losers. Remember, like think about it. And even now, people are still frying them for that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's why it's like now, if they had like 2 or 3 under their belt, okay, I understand that, But even though they're built, but they're built to lose, I guess, because they haven't really done what they were supposed to do. Like we're supposed to be witnessing a dynasty.
Yeah,
like we're supposed to be watching history. We're supposed to be like watching like the next great domination in terms of MLB, right? And
like
for our troubles,
2010 Yankees.
All right, settle down. But we're supposed to be watching something historically great, and it's like we're looking at something historically meh. So that's why I'm not really mad Ohtani went there.
And I absolutely like that you said that because, like, now I want to ask. We talked about the Yankees and what would it be if they were to lose the World Series. Now, what would it be if the Dodgers were to lose the World Series? Because probably you just said these guys went out and wasted a shit ton of money, like literally over or just about $1 billion. Literally 2 players alone. Yeah. Literally 2 players alone. If they were to lose this World Series, how would they be looked at now?
So, first of all, let's address the elephant in the room. People barely really respect them now anyway, right? Because everyone knows, look, we don't care about the regular season for you guys. We need to see you guys consistently get it done on the World Series stage, which you guys should be on multiple times, right? Now, if they do not, let's say they don't win it this time, depending on how they lose, you might have to blow it up. No
4-1.
Exaggeration.
Let's say they lose 4-1.
4-1. I'm trading. It's a fire sale, bro. It's a fire sale.
Yeah.
For one,
If
it's
I was the
fire
Dodgers
sale.
and you lose this, I'd probably start with that damn pitching staff because you got so many damn injured or on suspension guys. I'm not talking about Urias. I am talking about Urias, but you got a lot of people in that pitching staff that really should be, I consider it dead money because they're either on the injured reserve, they're not contributing to your organization for shit.
Yeah, take that, Jack Flaherty. Take that, Jack Flaherty. Anthony Rizzo hit a ground ball right to Jack Flaherty's ankles. I hope he's hurting right now.
But no, yeah, I would start with that. I would start with the starting rotation. You know, that's who I'm firing first.
Nope. I'm not starting.
I'm starting with my hitters. I'll start with my hitters.
That part. Because A, you're gonna get more for them now, right? And B, the reality is that's where most of your money is. The only pitcher you're really paying a stupid amount of money is Ohtani.
Well, that Yamamoto got a pretty deep.
Yeah, I was about to say you got Yamamoto too.
Who?
Like I feel like they pay Yamamoto way too much.
Who?
Yamamoto. Who? Yeah, no, exactly.
No. Well, okay. If you want to say there's a difference between you thinking a guy is overpaid and a bad contract. Yamamoto is overpaid, but that's not I wouldn't call that a bad contract.
Well,
I don't know. I mean, for all that
I'm smoking, let me know.
I mean, I'm definitely smoking, but like, I don't know. I feel like really real talk, he would have been a New York Yankee if it wasn't for Shohei Ohtani going to the Dodgers. That's real talk right there because the Yankees had Mansui go and talk with him. That's our famous Japanese player back in the heyday, right? So I mean, now you got Shohei Ohtani getting that major contract from the Dodgers, and he's out and he's going, listen, I just got paid $700 million, but I'll do this. I'll do the Belina way with the Mets and spread out my money wise so that way they can go out and sign you. I want you to come with me. We're gonna make something magical. And it was easy for Yamamoto, obviously, because listen, real talk, you're in LA. Obviously, everybody wants to play in LA. It's a nice, sunny, tax-free state. I feel like if he would have came to the Yankees, he would have been like, okay. Like he would have been okay. But being a Dodger, like if like I said, if Shohei wasn't there, Yamamoto won't be there right now. Like he would have been a Yankee, or even a Boston Red Sox, because Boston was even looking at Yamamoto as well.
Nah, honestly, I'll be real with you. I'll be honest. I don't think Yamamoto would have gone there. I think he would have went to Chicago and followed on. What's this dude's name? Shoot, I'm drawing a blank.
With the Cubs?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think now.
Oh my Lord,
this
bro.
This is where we need Mike Hughes.
yeah, Mike.
I'm about to look it up real quick.
So
Shota.
Damn.
Shota.
Yeah,
Shota
okay.
and Monaco.
Yeah.
I think he would have went over. I think he would have went Chicago with him.
That makes sense too. I don't know why Japanese players always want to play with Japanese players. Like, don't you want to don't go to a team because you got another. Why would you want to go to a team and make your own name?
Nah, bro.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you.
Because real talk, when Yamamoto signed with the Dodgers, everybody's like, "Oh, he's only there because Shohei got him there." Like Shohei talked him into it. Like I feel like if he was really nice, he should have went out there, like you said, Pride. If he was really out there, and he wanted to be like, I want to make a name for myself. I want to show people how I really am. This is my choice. You should have went to the Chicago Cubs, yes, definitely, or went to a different team and made a name for yourself. But you went to the Dodgers, and everybody's like, well, Yamamoto's only here because of Shohei died to his head to come here.
Well, I mean, but think about
it, there because of Shohei. He still has to go out there. He still has to put in the work. I mean, he can still make a name for himself, even there, bro. I mean, because you can either be the donkey and go there and shit the bed, or you can go there and be a phenomenal pitcher, which he is right now. He's got a 3.00 ERA, like a 1.11 whip, 105 strike. I mean, he's doing okay. He's making a name. I think he is making a name for himself,
Yeah, no, but here's my thing. And this is just me. I feel like the reason why a lot of the Japanese-born guys go there is kind of the same reason why a lot of Hispanic guys tend to team up. When you're coming to America, right, and you don't know a lick about this place, you don't know nothing, right? If it speaks to, at least I can look at this dude and him and I, we could speak the same language.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Never mind the fact that they also have some history playing baseball in Japan. So it's like, I don't think it's really a thing of him following Ohtani. I just think it's a situation of he's the only sense of familiarity I have in a situation where I'm going to be extremely unfamiliar. You know what I mean?
Listen, fuck Yamamoto.
All right.
Straight up.
I mean, I'm not mad at you for saying that. Don't get it twisted. You know, I'm not mad at you for saying that.
Like,
You know?
like real talk, I feel like, and it always comes down to money. It honestly do. It always comes down to money. At the end of the day, money talks.
You're right.
And money takes, because the Yankees were offering was a significant amount of money. I think like they literally went to 300 to 305 mil, right? It was the year difference. I think like they gave him like 4 years with a 5th-year option compared to what the Dodgers did. They gave him 350 for like 5 years or 6 years, something like that.
Right.
So I mean, it's totally up to you. Money talks, but real talk. I feel like if you would have came to the Yankees, you would have had better success. I mean, you got success in the Dodgers. I see what he's done. He started off the season really terrible. I mean, he jumped up to like a 7 ERA before he got injured, and then he comes back from injury and he shut it down. And like Jay said earlier, he dropped his ERA down to about a 3.31 or something like that. So he changed his style of play. He got comfortable with MLB. But I feel like, I don't know, fuck Yamamoto, bro. You should have came. You should have came. You should have came to the Yankees. Real talk. Real talk.
No, I feel you. I feel you. Because honestly, I'm the same way about Mets, about Mookie Betts. Fuck them.
Right.
So we're going to the third inning, and still the score is 0-0. So it should be interesting to see who actually gets the first score, Frankie. And
we always, it is always that one player where we're like, fuck them, because Price got that fuck you Mookie Betts. I got that fuck you Yamamoto shit. And Jay, we all know you got that fuck you Carlos Correa shit. Like,
man, you don't even know how much I say fuck you Carlos Correa. I fucking Carlos Correa almost every other day. And if Bregman leaves to go to another damn team, I'm gonna say fuck you too, Bregman.
Yeah. No, you can't do that. No, you can't.
Nah, not Bregman. Not Bregman.
Because
it's not his fault, Jay.
Jim Crane already said he'd come out and give him a good contract, but he's gonna go to the highest bidder. Somebody's gonna overpay him
for sure. I'm gonna tell you why the only one that you should honestly be saying fuck you to is Carlos Correa. He's the only one, and the only reason is because after the whole cheating thing, everyone stayed for the most part. That's right?
True. No,
like,
you're right.
Everyone stayed. Everyone stayed, and they were like, "Bump it! I'm gonna rehab my name here. Like I'm gonna do better here."
Yeah.
And like Carlos Correa was like, I stutter. I go north of the border. Like that's really what he did.
I go Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you doing, bro? I don't know. I like and George Springer too. I like George Springer was the one that stutters and it went to
he went to Toronto.
Yeah, he went. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about George Springer who went. But even then, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like Carlos.
I didn't mind Springer. I like Springer. I thought, even when he comes back to Houston, he still, talks with the fans and interacts and whatnot. He's a good dude. I mean, I think ultimately he thought he could get more money. I don't ever shy away at a guy wanting to get more money.
Because money talks, Jay. Money talks.
Springer did hang around for a little while after.
And real talk. Listen. Y'all cheated. At the end of the day, y'all cheated. But at the end of the day, he's still a World Series champion. And when you're a World Series champion, your pay rates go high. Like you go high. So I mean, they got caught with the cheating scandal, but that was his time where he was like, "Listen, I just came off a World Series win. What you gonna pay me? I don't give a shit about what they did."
I mean, at the end of the day, that's what it really matters is max. I mean, because at the end of the day, it is, for them, it's a business. No more than, any one of us. I mean, if you got a chance to go for ESPN, you're going to go for ESPN. Come on, let's be real.
Right.
Like look at Justin Verlander, for example, right? The man didn't get re-signed by the Astros, and he's like, whatever, I'm going to go touch free agency. Then he goes over and he gets that contract from the Mets. Next you know, trade deadline, who gets him back? Houston. Now they still have to eat up that contract. What was the point in letting him walk and sign with the Mets? With you were just going to give him or pay and be okay with paying him what he was getting.
No, No,
It was a
because
waste.
the Mets ended up swallowing a chunk of that contract.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they ended up swallowing a chunk of it. So ultimately, Houston actually ended up paying Verlander less than they were actually what they actually offered him.
Yeah, we got
Like,
Verlander back on a discount, basically.
Yeah, on a heavy discount compared.
Damn,
I'm not saying
not the only
compared
one.
to right. Yeah, I'm not saying like it's a heavy discount because he played less games, but it's like if you actually like had like game per game, they actually still was less because in order to give him up, they were like, yeah, bro, you're gonna have to swallow some of this money, and the Mets ended up doing that.
So they did that. They ate Justin Verlander's money, and they ate Max Scherzer's money.
Yes,
the Mets are stupid. And mind you, they're still playing Bobby Bonilla. So I mean,
that part.
Well, you know what? Though, but the Dodgers might be the same way with the Shohei Ohtani. I mean, his whole damn contract is back ended.
No, you want to know why? Where's the Mets?
Tell me why.
Where's the Mets? Home.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the Dodgers? World Series.
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying, but they're going to have to pay him, a long period of time, probably after he retires from baseball.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm just talking about that part of it. They're going to pay him.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
But real talk, like Shohei's still young.
Of course he is.
The man is still young. So I mean,
even if he never pitches again, just as a hitter, he's worth it. I mean, honestly.
Like by the time he's done playing, because he has like a 10-year contract with the Dodgers, 11-year contract with them. So I mean, like by the time he's done playing with them, what's like the total left in his contract? Probably like $300 million or something like that. So I mean, it's really. And then what's the market value going to be like by the time he retires? Because like these players, like
what is Juan Soto's contract going to look like next year after this year, and when it expires, what's he going to be looking at? I mean,
well, it's not going to.
Right.
It's not going to be like Shohei because it's different between Shohei and Juan. Shohei's a two-way player. So, he's a pitcher and a batter.
Well, not right now. He's a one-way player.
Still, but still, think about it. Players have been getting paid more and more and more recently. If Juan Soto he doesn't have to be phenomenal. If he just has a good World Series, bro, he could really cash in, bro. He really could cash in.
I think right now he's hitting 288 right now in this World Series. So if he has a good in this playoffs, if he has a good World Series, he's going to be worth a lot because you got to remember he was a star of the national team when they won that World Series,
right? And on top of that, too, look at his age too. So it's like
word. Oh, speaking of his age, yo, happy birthday, Juan Soto! My man just turned 26.
He's still a bum though.
Hey, watch this. If that dude leaves next year, Frankie's gonna be like, fucking bum.
No, I'm not. I'm a huge Juan Soto fan. I love Juan Soto. I love Juan Soto since he was with the Washington Nationals, not just because he beat your Astros in the World Series.
You say that, Frankie, but if you don't win the World Series, that dude,
I'm not gonna hate him.
Bum.
I'm not gonna hate him. You want to know why? Because I know he's gonna produce. If he's not gonna get hits, he's gonna get walks. I know he's gonna produce.
Nostradamus. I hope he does produce.
Yeah. I'm gonna back Frankie up. As long as he doesn't shit the bed, Frankie's not gonna fry him. Now, if he shits the bed, well, actually, I don't think you'll ever say fuck Soto.
I'll say probably fuck Soto for a year.
No, I don't think you'll ever say that. I don't think you'll ever really say fuck Soto. You love Soto too much. I don't think you'll do that.
I do.
Frankie, low key. If the Yankees don't win this World Series, you're just another Dallas Cowboys.
No, I'm not. Because there's a difference. The Yankees made it to a championship game as the Dallas Cowboys.
I said low key. I didn't say high key. But down low, you ain't won the damn pennant since 09, Bubba. That's a long time ago.
That's a lie. We haven't won the pennant since last week Saturday, sir. Get it right.
No, I'm talking about the World Series.
Fucking dickhead, yo. I fucking hate this.
You know what? I hate you. Daily Go Pride.
Yo, because I was like, yo, what are you talking about? He is fucking right. What are you talking about? Yo, what a time to be alive.
Speaking of stuff, man, Pride. Hey, when are we gonna get some gaming content from you on ESN, man? We've been waiting for this.
When I stop working 3 doubles a week, that's when.
You know what?
That's
If
what
it
I'm
wasn't for
saying,
the fact
bro.
that you have to support a family, I'd be upset with you right now.
Dog, it's terrible because I'll show up and they'll be like, "Yo, by the way, you're doing a double." I'm like,
Oh
what?
man,
It's like one of those things.
I've never done a double, Pride. I've worked 12 hours. Like we get 12-hour shifts at Valdosta. What exactly? Like, what are your shifts? Like, how long are they? Are they 8
Not
years?
8.5. 8.5.
You're doing 16 to 17 hours on a double.
But yeah, 17 hours. Yep. I'll go in. So I work 4 to after. I work 4 in the evening to 12:30 at night. So
hey, Frankie, you say that though. It is a lot of hours.
8 o'clock in the morning the next day.
Oh yeah.
How many days a week do you work?
5.
And
But hey, but you know what though? But them doubles and overtime, them
those are doubles. Yep,
look pretty good though.
Hold on, Jay. So 5 days out of the week, 3 days you work doubles, bro.
Yeah.
And it's 8.5-hour shifts. I'm going to the warden. I'm like, fuck you, warden, because straight up, bro, that's taking real talk. Listen.
Overtime checks.
Hold on. I understand the check.
That's the only reason I shut up.
Yeah, I understand that. But at the end of the day, bro, you're missing a lot of time with your kids, my man.
I know.
And your daughter's still young.
Yep.
Yeah, but he's still got to put food on the table.
Safe. Ooh, Gleyber Torres with the speedy ankle feet.
He's another bum, bro.
Nah, chill. Listen, at the beginning of the season, I would agree with you. But since putting him at the leadoff spot, he has definitely changed his way. This man has changed his way since batting first. And I respect it.
Because for some reason, like all of a sudden now he understands I'm not a power hitter. I'm like, dog, you've never been a power hitter ever in your life.
Money. Hey, this is where Soto can earn that money we were talking about. This is where he needs to produce, and he needs to either get on base or drive in a run. One of the two.
Nah, it's still early. If it was like if the Yankees are down by like 1 run and it's like the top of the ninth, and then this is the moment, then I would agree and be like, yeah, this is Soto.
I don't know, Frankie. Hey, there might be only so many chances you get with people on base to get on something, man. I mean, come on, let's be real now.
I mean,
I think this is the moment they're defining, right? You can't just go out there and lay up a goose egg, bro. Not if you want the big Quan paycheck. Come on, let's talk real.
But what if he
making excuses? Let's keep it real.
But listen, and I'm not making excuses because you're saying that. But what if he does that now, and then the bottom of the third come, and then Garrett Cole just retaliate by doing the same thing, put one on, and then the next hitter just got a home run and ties the game. Now that just scratches that moment that Juan Soto
But
had.
you still have but it's not about that because you're still producing. You can't control what Garrett Cole does, but you can control what you do in your position. That's all you can control. You know what I'm saying? It is.
Listen, I feel like
you either put up or shut up, right? I mean, come on.
I feel like Juan Soto has solidified the Yankees to give him a contract when it was him that hit the 3-run home run to give the Yankees the AL.
I think he's earned a contract for sure. I mean, he definitely has earned a contract. I
on some serious shit, those Yankee fans there, and they're literally chanting "Re-sign Soto" while Hal Steinbrenner and Brian Cashman are sitting at the podium or standing at the podium, and they're chanting "Re-sign Soto." Like straight up, that if you don't get that stuck in your head, like, listen, we gotta re-sign this guy seriously because if it wasn't for his home run, we probably like wouldn't have made it here. Like that would have probably gave Cleveland like a momentum to win it off a walk-off and then send it back to New York. And now we got the wall against our backs, and we got to do everything we can to end the series. So I feel like if it wasn't for that hit that Juan Soto did, like if they didn't see that and be like, shit, all right, let's re-sign this guy, then guess what? Hal Steinbrenner needs to sell the team to somebody else because he's not a good owner if he's not thinking that.
I just feel like, tonight, your team should show out. I mean, Flaherty, he's one of the easier pitchers. I think, unless you see Bueller or somebody. I mean, this is the night when you set the tone. Like the Yankees, they got to set the tone in this game, right? Like you got to take it straight to the fucking jugular.
No, I feel like what the Yankees love to do, and they've been doing it all season. I've been watching. Literally, I watched all 162 games. All season, what I've seen the Yankees do is take balls, ground outs, whatever they can. They I watch it. They what they do is they let the starting pitcher pitch as much as he can to get tired, and they like to hit off the bullpen.
And right now, speaking of that, Flaherty is at, now you might be a little ahead of me, Frankie, but he's at 46 pitches in the third, top of the third.
Yeah, right now.
Three with the full count on Soto.
Yeah, right now he's at 49 with Judge on the bag.
Okay. So I mean, he is. I mean, they are having him work. They're not just giving him easy innings, which is a good thing, for the Yankees side of it.
Yeah, because the one thing the Dodgers have is a shitty bullpen.
Yeah, wow, he got that double play right on his ass. Damn.
And I will say this. Because the reality is like, because I do get what Jay's saying in terms of, if there is a gimme game for the Yankees, it is any game Jack Flaherty is starting, and that's just because he's extremely inconsistent.
Exactly.
So this really is a give me game for the Yankees, because it's like, listen, you're facing arguably their worst pitcher, their worst starting pitcher, due to his inconsistency. So it's like, if they can't get a win against Jack Flaherty, it's only going to get harder from here.
Oh yeah,
we play Yamamoto tomorrow.
But let's be honest. That game one, whoever takes game one, that really does set a good tone, a good momentum tone to the series. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never would want to go down 0-1, especially like you said, Pride, to one of the worst pitchers. That just sets a bad tone to start the series, and the Yankees can't afford a bad tone.
And my thing is, it's like, and I always say this, I always say context. I don't mind going down 0-1, but it depends who you're going against, who you're going down 0-1 against. Like I said, this right here for the Yankees, they should win this game. They should, because this is going to be, like I said, the closest game to a gimme that they can get because of who's starting, right? So it's like, if they don't, now it's going to put them in an awkward situation, because now it's going to be like, damn, we're playing Yamamoto tomorrow, and ever since he came back from injury, dude looks completely different.
Right.
Yamamoto's been looking like a stud,
on the flip side, Pride, because the Dodgers are going, quote unquote, against the best pitcher, the ace pitcher of the Yankees. Now, how do you think that's going to make them feel going into game two, knowing they took out Cole? I'm assuming maybe Rodon maybe coming in.
Yeah.
Is it Rodon?
Tomorrow's Carlos Rodon, and then on game 3 is
Clarkson. It gets easier from that point. So it's almost like the opposite end of that. I mean,
right.
Well, real talk, like chill out. Carlos Rodon has like literally showed up this postseason. I mean, he's really pitched really great this postseason. So like, I'm not gonna put so much. It's gonna be a good pitching matchup tomorrow against Yamamoto.
But you gotta look at the mental side of it, right?
But I do understand what you guys are saying. Like a starting pitcher in Jack Flaherty, who's literally this postseason pitching like a 7 ERA. Like the Yankees should at least have like 4 runs right now. So I do agree with you guys on that.
Bro, I mean, baseball's what? Who heats up at the right moment, right? And if these Dodgers are heating up, especially against Cole at the right moment, that's just going to further that flame, further that fire. Dude, once you get a fire like that, it's hard to put it out, bro. It is hard to put it out.
And I've said this before, and people got mad. Frank, I think you and we got into it back and forth a while ago. Like, this is the issue with Garrett Cole. It always seems like when you really need him, when you need him to deliver that one game in terms of postseason, he tends to not deliver. He goes from very great to good. And that's one of the problems that I've always had with Garrett Cole, which is like, and I've said this before, and you and me, we've gotten into it. And I genuinely believe this. You will never win a World Series with Garrett Cole as your best pitcher. I don't think it's possible.
I mean, Jay didn't. Jay didn't. And now I'm witnessing it.
That's why I'm not saying it, because I agree with what Pride is saying. By the way, Frankie, it's got to concern you that Judge has gone 2 strikeouts back. Come on now.
It's not concerning me because what did I say? Bro. It's not concerning me because what did I say at the start of this show? And what did you just see Aaron Judge do? He's chasing those low balls.
Yep.
He needs to stop it.
Yep.
I almost think this could be a prototypical Yankees squad right now. I hate to say that, Frankie, but it's prototypical of what we've seen in past playoffs.
And for me, it's just more along the lines of, and this is honestly really the vibe I'm kind of getting. It almost seems like when they beat Cleveland, I think the Yankees really thought, oh yeah, this is easy now. Like
I don't think so. No.
You don't think so? Because I don't know. That's the vibe I'm starting to get a little, because now even Aaron Judge, I just gave him props where, okay, he's not doing the Aaron Judge stuff where he's swinging for the fences. And look, on the strikeout, I think it was probably strike 2. Dude took a knee.
He's
swinging,
yeah.
taking a knee. So it's like, so all the good things that he did in that Cleveland series, all of it is now going out the window, and he's reverting back to.
Well, I think Judge is learning. I think Judge is learning. Like, this is his second at bat. I feel like he's learning Jack Flaherty's pitches. If he makes it, if Jack Flaherty can make it to Judge again, I feel like we'll see a different outcome in the third try around, maybe a base hit. But that's up to the Dodgers. Let's see, because by the time Judge comes out, it's probably gonna be like what, the 5th, maybe 6th inning. And this dude is already at he's already at 50 pitches.
And it's not like he was gonna end up doing, they're probably only Jack Flaherty. You're only really gonna get probably 6 pitches from him anyway.
Hey, anybody remember that show, Bull Durham?
I'm sorry, 6 innings. I'm sorry.
Bull Durham. I think he's not breathing out of his third eye. That's where I think the problem is. He's not breathing out of his third eye.
You said what now?
Remember in Bull Durham when old boy was having a hard time pitching? He's not seeing out of his third eye.
So back to the Garrett Cole thing.
I'm sorry. That's what old Bull Durham.
Back to the Garrett Cole thing. Like yeah, me and Pride, we got into it. Like I remember the day that he's talking about, because as soon as he mentioned Garrett Cole, that's why I laughed. If I didn't hear me, I laughed. Because I remember that day like it's nothing. Like, I feel like it was just yesterday. By the way, every time Pride and me are in a show, there's always one segment or one moment where we're getting into it. But we did get.
I got my popcorn on standby. Damn it.
But we did get it. We did get into it that day, and I remember, I'm back in Cole. I love Garrett Cole. I absolutely love Garrett Cole. Like, he's an amazing pitcher. But now, when I see that this man goes 4 innings and Aaron Boone is taking him out, I'm sitting here like, what the fuck, Garrett? Like, what the fuck, bro? Like you're a pitcher that literally, like, you love to pitch to 100 pitches. Like, you literally look at Aaron Boone. Oh, and by the way, I'm sorry to cut myself off. They're right now showing two parties, one in Japan and one in New York, for the watch parties of the World Series. This looks amazing. There's not much people in Japan. That's real funny to me. But the New York sports bar is absolutely packed. I thought there was more people that lives in Japan. That's absolutely funny.
What time is it in Japan, though?
It's tomorrow. That's what time it is.
Actually, it's tomorrow. It's tomorrow.
Yeah, it's
tomorrow morning.
It's like early morning. Yeah, they're like 12 hours ahead of us.
But yeah,
memory's first correct, that they were like 12 hours ahead.
But yeah, with Garrett Cole, like, you look at Aaron, he looks at Aaron Boone, and he's like, Aaron Boone sees that he's at like 90 to 92 pitches, and he looks at Boone like, nah, bro, I'm not done. Like, I still can go. But it's like, and that's the Garrett Cole that I love to see. That's the Garrett Cole I want, because when that man goes 6-7 innings, he's absolutely phenomenal. But when you see him go 4 innings, I'm sitting here like, bro, what the hell? Like, come on, seriously? Like, right now, you're pitching good. You're at 32 pitches in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, that's what I like to see. Garrett is pitching well right now. He's perfectly within his range.
Yeah,
much better, honestly, much better than what Flaherty is at in his pitch count, right?
And I like the fact that Garrett Cole is like, he's not rushing for strikeouts. He doesn't give a shit about strikeouts. He what he wants is to make sure that he gets no runners on.
Yeah,
you feel me? So like, yeah, he don't care for strikeouts. So it's like,
I would much rather have him do fly outs or ground outs, get the quicker outs than the strikeout, because that just uses up more pitches.
Yeah, don't force yourself to worry about your strikeouts, bro. Like, you got a defense behind you that's really good.
And if you're pitching well and you get him to ground into double plays, that's even better.
Mind you, and by the way, the Shohei situation. Listen, this man got a Tommy John surgery. He can't pitch. How the hell you get a Tommy John surgery? You can't pitch, but yeah, you can bat. I asked my wife that question, right? I'm like, how is he able to swing a goddamn bat and not pitch? And she's like, well, when he's pitching, he's probably pitching hard. When he's swinging that fucking bat, he's swinging hard. So it's like,
yeah, like 4 times every fucking.
Yeah, it's like he's batting 4 or 5, 5, possibly 6. No, he doesn't throw 40 pitches, babe. He throws, when he's pitching, he at least pitches at like 90 pitches a game. Exactly. No, well, yes, it's more than swings. But if he was to get a full count, that's 3-2 And what if he keeps fouling balls off? What if he?
Yeah,
What if he?
you can waste 10 to 12 pitches. On
Yeah,
a
like you can make the pitcher pitch to you like 12 times in an inning if you keep fouling balls off. But it's like how you get Tommy John, you can't pitch, but yeah, you can swing a goddamn bat. I've been questioning myself this entire year. I'm like, how is this possible? When a person gets Tommy John, isn't he out for the goddamn year?
No. If you're a pitcher, you're out. But well, I mean, then
What's
again,
the difference?
only pitchers really. I'm gonna tell you the difference. The difference is he's not like how many times do you think he's swinging a bat legitimately
In a game?
Yeah.
So all right, so he's a leadoff batter. You got 9 innings. He's technically supposed to get at least 4 bats, right? So that's 4 bats. Depending if you go into extra innings or if you're absolutely dominant, you go to bat around like at least multiple times. So like it depends on the situation. But let's say for instance he's batting 4 at bats a game. Okay, so let's say that.
So let's say he's all right. So let's say he's getting 4 at bats a game, right? Let's say each pitch at absolute worst, let's say it's 10, right? 10, right? It is 10 pitches per at bat, right? So we're now at 40. That's 40 swings, right? And mind you, that's assuming he's swinging at every pitch, right? That's assuming he's swinging at every pitch, right? That is still less than what he would pitch in 6 innings.
I mean, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I understand. And then that's what she's also saying as well. I'm understanding that. But let's not forget. Let's not forget. Listen, let's not forget. Yes, Tommy John surgery takes a pitcher out a full year, right? Bryce Harper had Tommy John, and he was out half a year, and he's just a batter too.
Right.
So it's like, how did he get Tommy John? Yes, he's out for a year as pitching, but the man started batting literally spring training, guys. That's March. And he's batting 162 games.
He probably went like everybody else. He went to Costa Rica and got that stem cells. You don't know what he did?
No, he went to Japan and he got that 20-30 medicine. That's what he got. He got the medicine that we don't got yet.
Because what it is, this is really what it is. For a pitcher, by the time they're fully healthy and recovered, it is so late in the season that there is no legitimate valid point to make them pitch. Because you would rather save those pitches for next year.
And honestly, real talk, they were thinking about having Shohei Ohtani pitch this World Series. I've seen multiple sources.
Well, they had talked about it, but they weren't.
Yeah,
bro, they weren't.
You never know.
You never know. Risking that guy right now at that level. That would be probably the worst thing they could do.
If
given all the money,
I mean, me personally, I'm not saying I'm starting him, but. Oh, he's closing a game or 2 for me.
Well, let's be technical too, right? Let's be technical. Shit, that's not a good ball. But yeah, let's be technical. This man was with the Angels last year. He got Tommy John surgery at the end of the year or something like that, or a little bit before the end of the year. So technically, he went through a full year already of Tommy John, of not pitching, because he didn't make it this far. This is the World Series. We're almost close to November. We're at the end of October. So like, the man already had his Tommy John surgery done. So he's past the 1 year mark. So it's technically true that they could have put him in this World Series game because he's probably good to pitch now.
No, he could have. No, don't debate. And I was telling Jay this earlier. He could pitch. He could. Like, in terms of physically being able to, he can. It's just they're playing it safe with him.
And I think you have to. I mean, that's your future right there. I think you kind of have to.
Right. Like, think about it. That's your future. You got him for 10 years.
Yeah.
You got all the time in the world. You literally have all the time in the world to, to basically.
I tell you, Brian, if I was the Dodgers, it's very, for me, athletically, it's very hard to stay healthy when you're a dual person, right? When you're a pitcher and a hitter. I think that's just hard to stay healthy consistently. I'd almost rather see them put him instead of being a starting pitcher, maybe have him do a middle relief or even a closing role and still be a hitter. What do you think? I mean, don't you think you might get a little bit more lifespan out of him?
I wouldn't give him maybe a middle relief, but not a closing.
That's what I'm saying. Middle relief. No. You can do a middle relief where he does 2 or 3 innings. At that 54. Level.
Yeah, 54. I'm not doing that. He for sure is going to be my starting pitcher because here's the reality of it. Because now what he just proved, he basically just proved, okay, let's say next year, let's say magically Ohtani just, in terms of pitching, he all of a sudden turns to shit, right? +4 ERA, right? Sub 500 record.
If the
Dude,
baseball gods are so good and true to us, that would be amazing.
no, I'm saying, if in terms of pitching, he magically just becomes dog shit. What we have seen from him to do offensively is so great that you literally can say, don't pitch, and this money we're paying you is still worth it. Because think about it. When people justify the contract, they're not justifying it by saying, oh, wait till next year when he pitches. People are justifying it just by what he's doing this year.
Yeah.
So it's
and they do have to have him pitch to justify that contract, right? Because they, like you said, they are paying him as a dual threat, so they do have to get their money out of him, right?
I don't think so. Because you know what you can really do with him? If he can't pitch, you want to know what you can do with him? Still have a can, put him in the outfield.
Yeah.
Put him in the outfield.
I don't know. How good of a fielder is Ohtani? Is he pretty good?
He used to.
I've never seen him field.
Yeah, he has.
Okay.
Before they did that the DH rule thing, like to cater to him, they would put him in the outfield.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's solid.
Babe Ruth did it. I mean, Babe Ruth was a hitter and a pitcher at one time until they put him in the outfield, right?
The man Babe Ruth was everywhere. He was first base, outfield, catcher. I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't a catcher. I bet you the man started his career in high school and shortstop.
People don't understand. Babe was intoxicated most of the time at the bat and still hitting them damn home runs. Drunk as shit, still hitting them. They don't make them like that anymore,
Jay,
man.
You were alive at the time when Babe Ruth was.
No, I wasn't like that. Like that, man. Damn, coach.
Wow.
How about that?
What was the news like when you heard that Babe Ruth died, man? I want to know, what was the world like at that time, Jay?
I'll tell you what.
Frankie, back in the day of Babe Ruth and baseball, gas was at 31 cents a gallon. Sodas for 2 liters was just 5 cents.
I came up at a time when men identified as men and women identified as women. Damn it, there was no confusion.
No, it's not. Can I please?
Jay's like, man, at that time, I was a diehard Yankee fan because of Babe Ruth. Man, the Houston Astros wasn't even born, man. I was just a Yankee guy.
Actually, you're right. Because, hey, listen, they were the Colt 45s back in the day before they were the Astros. So, yeah, technically speaking.
Yeah, when was your franchise created? In the 60s, right?
1960, yeah.
Yeah, so look at that. That's way before. Like, they wasn't even born yet. Like, yeah, Houston didn't have
it. You know what? And that's why I say that you can't. I know the Yankees have a lot of pennants, and they have earned their pennants. Don't get me wrong. With the people they've had in that team, it's ridiculous. But you guys have been around for over 100 years. You know, think about it. Put it in perspective. Over 100 years and only 27 titles. Not nothing to say that. That's a lot. That's a long time, right? It's a long time.
Only 27 titles.
So
only 27. Damn it.
Defend your honor.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear him because my wife was talking to me about Shohei Ohtani.
No, I was just saying your franchise has been around basically since the turn of the century in 1900, right? I mean, and that when I believe the Yankees. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe the Yankees were established.
It was like 1903 or 1904.
Something like that. Okay, so I was 3 or 4 years old. I mean,
right, yeah.
I mean, what? And who's an older franchise or about that same time? When were the Cubs established? Around the same time?
I don't know.
If I'm not mistaken, the Cubs are about as old as I think you guys are.
Probably. Wait, are you talking shit about my 27 World Series?
No.
Yeah.
Was that what he's doing, Pride?
He said, "Well, he's."
Out of 100 years, you only won 27 times.
He said poverty franchise.
Yeah, but hold on. We won 27 World.
There's 60 other years or more than that.
There's 27. All right, 100 over 100 years of the franchise, 27 world titles, 41 World Series appearances.
Frankie, how many of those World Series have you been alive for?
5.
Wow.
5.
Okay, I've been alive for 2 of Houston's, and you've been alive for 5. So I'm only 3 down behind you.
No, I know.
Wow.
I know. And this is actually my 6th if we win it.
If. That's a big key word right there. if. You
Yeah.
may not win, Frankie.
What are you saying wow
You may
about?
go home with empty
Nah,
pockets.
bro. Yo, like he's really frying your organization, bro.
He could
Hey,
fry
right
my
now,
organization.
Frankie
He
go to
could
work
try
at
all he
1 o'clock
wants.
in the morning with a sad heart that he wasted all this time watching a game
Pride.
that always going to absorb the loss.
Pride,
Wow.
listen, Pride.
You're going to go to work tonight with an L.
He
You're
could
going to work
try
tonight
and
with an L over
he
your
could
head.
try
It could
and
happen.
fry
I'm
my
not just
team
gonna
all he
happen.
wants. He could try and fry my team all he wants. But by the time the Astros get to at least 10 World Series rings, Jay, myself, and you will not be in this world.
All I know is in 2022 we swept you and win the World Series.
All I know is
No.
still.
In 2022,
all I
you are a
know-
literal bitch.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Literal. No,
Yeah.
wait, Pride. Correct me if I'm wrong. We won the series going
Yeah.
into All-Star break. We won the double hitter coming out of the All-Star break. We swept them in the fucking World
Yep.
in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And we won the World Series. Now, if that's
Yeah.
not a bitch, I don't know what a bitch is.
That's right. That's right. But Jay, hey, Jay,
I'm just
aren't
saying.
you? Hold on.
2009.
Right, Jay. But aren't you currently my bitch because we swept you dating back last year? We swept
No,
you to
not
start
really.
the series
No.
this year.
You wanna know why? You wanna
Then
know
we
why?
beat you.
No, you want to know why?
Then we
You
beat
haven't
you
won the
three.
World Series yet. You haven't won the World Series. You might go home empty-handed for all we
It don't
know.
matter. But you know the difference though. We
It doesn't
didn't.
matter
You,
because we won the World Series and swept you in the playoffs.
but you wasn't. Yes, but you wasn't able to make it to the ALCS for us to
We
sweep you guys
beat
again.
you in the regular season, and then we swept you in the postseason.
I understand, but you guys didn't make it far for us to beat you in the postseason. That's how bad you guys were.
God
You lost to the Detroit
damn.
Tigers. You lost to the Detroit Tigers, Jay.
Bro, watch this.
Whoa.
The Tigers. Jay, you lost to the Tigers to a coach that literally got suspended from the baseball league for helping you guys cheat.
A coach that knew our franchise because he actually put a spot.
How does it feel? How does it feel to lose to a coach that literally helped you cheat with a shitty team in the in the organization of baseball?
Okay, I'll tell you how it felt. Watch this. We came back.
You
and won the
lost?
World Series. What have you done?
You lost to
What
a
have you
team
done?
that literally had to tell what's his name, Baez. He's like Baez. You're hurt, bro. We don't need you no more. Just say you're
Pride,
hurt.
watch this, Pride. I'm about to hit him right between the forehead. Watch this, Pride. Hey, watch this. We lost. Okay, you can get us for the cheating. You took away our coach, our general manager, and our draft pick. We got a new coach. And we still came back to win the World Series. And yet, you had all this money, all your draft picks, only to get swept in 2022. That's how I fucking feel. How you like them fucking apples?
I like them good. You want to know why? Because it feels good when all you can talk about is the past.
You don't like success when you see it?
It feels so good.
Losses.
It feels so good. Look, you're still talking so loud. We can't even get a word in. It feels so good to hear Jay talk about it feels so good to talk about his team's success 2 years ago.
Wow.
So you gotta bring your mind back to 2022 to make yourself feel happy. That's amazing.
Wow. Make me feel happy is gotta make you feel like shit, man. No matter what you do, you still can't get a ring since 2009 and nothing has been done to you. You just can't fucking win.
Hey, you know what's gonna be funny? You know what's gonna be funny?
Child right now, man. You're like the has-been. You used to be great back
I'm enjoying
in the day,
this.
now you suck balls.
I'm enjoying this. You wanna know why? Because you promised something, and when it happens, I cannot wait. Because you're saying this right now, but when the Yankees do win a World Series, I cannot wait to hear you be like,
win.
Frankie,
When are they gonna win it? I'm still waiting for the Cowboys to win. Welcome to my world. Hello.
Well, the Cowboys got to do something.
Keep waiting. It'll come there one day. Probably be dead on the deathbed. Probably be a billionaire by the time y'all win a World Series. I'm just saying. He may be the warden by the time you win a World Series. Who knows?
Damn.
Well, damn, probably you about to be a warden in like a week, bro. Congratulations.
He said a week is crazy. That's crazy. Damn, Jay. That's crazy.
All I know is I have a more recent World Series than that Joker does. So until he wins a World Series, he's still behind me, okay? You got to win it, baby. You can't just get there. You got to win it, okay?
Jay, I just started winning World Series. Congratulations. Congratulations. You just started winning World Series. Let me clap for you.
Yes.
But let me tell you something.
Yeah, we did. We just started, and we're winning, so I'll take that all day.
Hold on. But let me tell you something, Jay. Listen to this. You just got your World Series. Congratulations. One of them was cheating, Okay. The other one, guess what? Guess what? The other one, Dusty Baker's not your manager no more, buddy.
That's okay.
All right. That's a
okay.
good manager. What
He
happened to
was
your
a
manager
good
this year?
Now he's
What happened to your
a
manager this year?
consultant or something of that nature. So yeah, it's all good.
Your manager this year, listen, I warned you about him because he's a former Yankee coach. Your
You know what?
manager,
But I get
shitty
that.
start.
Let me say that. You know
Shitty
what? Though? Here's
start.
the thing about
Great
that.
second half, eliminated by the Tigers. That's a funny
I get
resume.
that. Okay, watch this. I get that, right? I get that. You know what? It started out like what 7-19, only to make the playoffs. I mean, at first I was kind of down on this spot because I thought maybe what you were saying was true. But dude, he still got us to the playoffs, right? He
Not
still
only did you lose to Detroit, you got swept by Detroit. You got swept by Detroit. Shut up.
He's in the wild card series, okay?
It don't matter. You still got swept. You still got swept. Did you win one game? It was a best of 3. You got swept in 2, and you were home.
Don't worry, I'll be coming for my flowers when you get kicked out of the World Series. So all my flowers, all of them, because that will still tell you that you the one.
Oh my God, it's so enjoyable to hear that. It's like just like. You know, yeah, it was a wild card, but you got swept in a wild card.
You better wait. All I know is
Detroit.
you better hope you win. You better hope you win. If you don't win, I'm gonna be so all over you. You're gonna look around. There's
just like the rest of the world.
Every time you look around, there's Jay McLovin. Every time you turn around, there's Jay McLovin.
You're gonna be on. You're gonna be on here like the rest of the world.
You get home from work. There's Jay McLovin. Yeah. When you wake up in the morning and I'm peeing in your bowl of Cheerios,
peeing is crazy. Wow, you don't let him talk to you like that, Frankie? Where's Frankie the Yankee?
He can talk all you want. Frankie the Yankee's in the World Series right now.
It's Frankie the Bum.
I'm in the World Series. No, bums are who get swept in the playoffs at home against Detroit. That's
we swept you, didn't we?
That's bum. That's like
no, because we swept
real
you.
talk. That's kind of like you getting swept in the playoffs by the Angels. Like that's how crazy it is.
I don't know. I wouldn't go that far.
That's how it feels.
Come on, the Detroit
exactly how it feels.
I mean, it's not like the Angels. I mean, they were a good team. I mean, come on.
I don't even know how Detroit got in.
Dude, they have a Cy Young winner. What's the dude? I can't remember his last name. He's got such a weird last name, but you know the guy I'm talking about. The guy in Game 1 that we played against Game 1. That's a Cy Young.
Yeah. He is good. He is
last
good.
name. I think he's German or something, but he's a Cy Young guy. It's not like they don't have a Cy Young pitching staff. So let's keep.
Yeah, he is good. He's so good that he got beat by the freaking Guardians.
No, we actually beat the Guardians going into the postseason. The last game actually got canceled, to be honest with you, because it was a non-factor game. It's all good, man.
Start picking up the crayons because you're about to eat.
That's crazy. Personally, Jay, I wouldn't have taken anything Frankie just said, but that's just me, though.
Look, man, I gotta let that something. He's gonna go to work tonight.
They don't care.
He's gonna go to work tonight, and he's gonna have if he don't win tonight, he's gonna go to work tonight. He's gonna be sad.
No, I'm not.
Hey, if you got Amazon Prime,
it's a 7-game series.
Late tomorrow.
It's a Gavin series. If this was like game 3, and we were down 0-2 and then we lose and go down 3-0, then I'll go to work upset. But it's game 1. You've been upset since you've been upset.
Parts was with game 1. Game 1, like I said, I really believe game 1 sets the tone for the series.
And you've been upset since October 2nd. Like literally. Like you've been upset with baseball since October 2nd. You've been upset with football since September 17th. Like it just doesn't get.
Yeah, but I mean, look, you've been upset with football since.
Hey, don't talk about football because you get double teamed right now. Don't do it.
No,
don't do it.
Okay, so you've been happy with the Patriots since Belichick left. You've been happy with.
I mean, we're rebuilding, bro. What do you expect?
I mean, I know. Look, we're all rebuilding.
Yeah, we're rebuilding. We're just going to.
I've been rebuilding for 30 years.
You see how good Drake May really is in the last 2 games?
30 years with the Cowboys.
Bro, he been balling, bro.
Have you seen what Drake May's done the last 2 games? Now, imagine if we were to have a good offensive line and some weapons around him, bro. Like really?
I mean,
the man he's already got more touchdowns and more yards than what's his name? Okay, whatever, I forgot. But he's got more touchdowns than Patrick Mahomes. He's got less interceptions than Patrick Mahomes. he's got at least the same amount of passing yards than Dak Prescott, if not probably more.
Definitely more.
Yeah, to be honest with you, Dak is not having a good year. After he got that,
That's what I'm saying. That's just 2 games with the ugly offensive line.
But at his expense, though, well, I can't even say that.
And he played one good team and one decent team who should be good. You know, he lost to Houston, who's good, and then you lost to Jacksonville, who should be good, but you're not showing it right now.
I gotta tell you, man, it's crazy. This game is literally the top of the fifth. We are still at no score and 2 outs to the Yankees, man. I mean, pride. This is one hell of a defensive battle or something.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely right now. I think Frankie said this earlier.
The Yankees are chasing. They're all chasing. This is what I'm seeing right now. Like, they're all literally chasing.
Right, which they're getting on base accidentally. Which they're trying their hardest to
just get a hit,
get it out of there. Yeah, they're going back to the old, like the Yankees of 2-3 years ago, where they're trying so hard just to get home runs that now they're looking kind of stupid because, I mean, 3 of them have been on their knees trying to swing. Volpe took a swing and he was on his knee. Aaron Judge took one, and it's like, they're not looking. I'm not gonna say they're not looking good. They're just making the same mistakes that they made before.
And that's the thing, right? So right now, the Yankees had 3 hits. The Dodgers have 1.
Doogie, you dog.
The Dodgers have 1. That's what I was trying to talk. I think every time you get men on base, you got to get them home because you're not going to have a whole lot of those opportunities.
Right. Which is true.
Well,
I'm not going to say, they don't have a lot of the opportunities because they shoot themselves in the foot. Right.
That's right. I agree with that.
It's okay for you to swing for the fences when, in the regular season, when you're going to play, you're playing, Miami, right? Who's kind of been a disappointment this year. It's okay to do that, against Pittsburgh. It's all right to do that against the Chicago White Sox. It's fine to swing for the fences like that. But when you are in a series where you have to play a quality team and you need to be disciplined, this is really what bites the Yankees in the butt, because when they're supposed to be disciplined, they're not. And it's not just 1 or 2. It's top to bottom. Yeah. And that's kind of really the issue that, that they're having.
So right now we're looking at the middle of the 5th, getting ready to go into the bottom of the 5th.
Still no hits. Still no runs. Still little hits. Nothing but defense. It's like Super Bowl 53 all over again between the Patriots and the Rams.
I think right now, though, I will give you that much, Frankie. I think right now Cole does have you guys have the advantage right now of Cole being less pitches than what than where Flaherty is at. Right, Flaherty's like first for 70 pitches already. So I think Flaherty might have maybe 1 or 2 more innings.
I don't think so, though.
I hope he gets 1 more inning, because next time we bat up, he's got to go up against Judge again. I want to see what he does.
So here's – because I want to touch on something you've both been saying in terms of, Flaherty, like in his pitch kind of and everything like that. Like, something to also take into consideration. When you got Flaherty out there, he doesn't really have to go inning per inning with Garrett Cole.
Right.
All he has to do is go 4, maybe 5 innings. You go 4 or 5 innings. You just have all he has to do is kill enough time where you can put a middle reliever in there for 2 innings, put 1 more for 1 more inning, then you can set the closer up to end the game. Like, that's honestly all they really need from him. So it's like, I understand what you guys are doing in terms of comparing like the pitches, but that would work if Garrett Cole was against Yamamoto. That's when it would work, when that's a guy that you're looking for a quality outing for.
Yeah, real talk. I was saying that when I saw the pitching style. Like, I was like, why? For one, you started Rodon as your number 1 guy against Cleveland, and then you switch it back over to Garrett Cole for the World Series. And I get it; it's the World Series. You want to pitch your best pitcher first.
Right.
But I would have saved Garrett Cole for game 2 because, like
For
you guys
sure.
have been saying, what if the Yankees did lose this game, right? What if they
Right.
lose? Now you got to go up against Yamamoto tomorrow. I would have saved that dream matchup, that Garrett Cole versus Yamamoto matchup.
Right.
That's something that you should have done.
And
Jack
that's the
Flaherty's
thing,
not
right?
even.
I will
Jack
say
Flaherty's
this,
definitely not an ace.
If
Right.
you only have to use maybe one reliever and then a closer, then that puts you in a good shape going to game 2 in terms of your bullpen being fresh. I think if you guys get the win and the Dodgers have to use more of their bullpen, then that means their bullpen won't be as fresh going into game 2. That
Their
could be
bullpen is still ass. It don't matter. Their bullpen could rest for 3 games, and they'll still be ass.
I mean, like I said, for me, when you got a pitcher like Flaherty out there, it's a bullpen game. That's all it really is. It's a bullpen game.
absolutely.
It's a give us 5 innings, then we'll have a setup man to get us another 2. Then we'll go back and we'll get another reliever to give us another inning and a half. Then we'll pull out our closer, call that shit a day. That's really all it is. So, in terms of that, he's doing very good. He's doing very good because at the end of the day, you're not. He hasn't really been in a situation where, oh my God, they're about to score, right? Like only one person has touched. If I'm not mistaken, only one person touched third, and that was Freddie Freeman.
It was
right?
Freeman.
So
That's
his teammate. You know what I mean? Right. So that's his teammate. So he's not really in a situation. He hasn't been in a situation where he feels weird or pressure or anything like that. It's very solid, right? He's throwing a lot of low balls, low in the middle, and he's throwing that. Why? Simple, because they keep swinging for it,
Right.
and says they're gonna keep swinging for it. Okay, and that's all he's gonna keep doing. So I think that's all it really is. Again, he probably has like another inning or 2 left in him, and then they'll end up kind of getting him out of there.
So tomorrow, like you said, you get Carlos Rodon, who's got a 3.96 ERA and a 1.22 WHIP, and he's going up against Yamamoto, who has a 3.00 ERA and a 1.11 WHIP. So, Frankie, I agree, man. It would be really good to get this game 1 win with your best, because I think tomorrow could be a different story with Yamamoto versus Rodon. But Rodon could come out and pitch a good game. I mean, you don't know. I mean, I'm just giving you the stats.
I mean, he's been pitching good in the postseason so far. So as long as he can
Yeah.
keep it up.
Yeah.
But he did go. But he did go a full week without pitching. So.
And that's honestly for me the concern.
That is how he's doing.
Because you know what I mean? Like it's again, you can go a week off pitching and then come back against a poverty franchise like the Chicago White Sox and be
Right.
okay. You know what I mean? But again, having a guy like Carlos Rodon, who everyone says it's not really a playoff guy. Because remember, even when Chicago was going through the playoffs, he would have some struggles. And now this is an older Rodon who's not looking the same. Obviously, injuries are playing a part in it. Is it like it's not really guaranteed that he's gonna come out and be all right? Boom, you can have faith with him. Like Frankie, I agree with you completely. They should have had Rodon come game 1 because now Rodon versus Flaherty, that's more palatable and you feel more comfortable now because now let's say the Yankees lose, right? You can look in the mirror and go, oh, we're good, man. We got Garrett Cole tomorrow. Like, we got our guy on the mound tomorrow, and we'll be okay. Versus,
I wonder what Boone's thought process was. I had to think his process was starting Cole was that he felt like he had to take game 1 to keep that moment or to get that momentum on their side. That's the only reason I could think why he would start Cole instead of, like you said, instead of starting Rodon, which to me makes sense because I think Rodon versus Flaherty, you still have a really good pitching matchup and still have your best to go up against Yamamoto in game 2. So I'm thinking did he panic and say, okay, I got to go up my best guy to get that game 1 or have my best shot at getting game 1 win to set the momentum?
I wouldn't really say panic. I just think it's the mentality, lead, your best foot forward, lead with your strength, like one of those things. Right. I think that's really what it was. I think it was just who's our best pitcher? Okay, Cole. Let's put Cole out there. And what I think is when they made that decision, they didn't take a step back and go, wait a minute.
Sorry, I had to take care of something. Let me let this out. Fuck!
Sensational. I love to hear that.
Fucking Juan Soto didn't catch that ball.
I love it. Good. Drop it again, dickhead. Welcome, poverty franchise. Poverty franchise. Poverty. Poverty.
Damn, there's another triple.
Poverty.
That's like 2 triples. Holy crap. Well, I'll get that.
But is this one? Is this? Yeah.
A little gay dance at the
Because
end.
the first angle I saw, it looked like that he muffed it, but it was just right out of his reach. So
Yeah, that's not on Juan Soto. He gave it his best effort, honestly.
he was there. No, he was
Throw
there.
it, throw it, Juan. Throw it, Juan. Throw it, Juan. Throw it. Oh, he's safe. He missed him. He's safe.
I love that. I love that.
Ah,
Sometimes Juan, you gotta dive. You could have dove for that.
nah,
I mean-
he missed by an inch, man. He almost had it.
Dang.
I
Okay,
love
so
that.
where we at? See, and that could be hard, Frankie. You know, if you got one out, you got a man on third. Cole's got.
Oh no, he already scored.
Yeah, he already scored. He already scored. It's
RBIs.
1-0. It's 1-0 Dodgers.
Yeah, he already flew out.
Oh, jeez.
It was a redemption arc for Juan Soto, and he
That was
couldn't do it.
close. That was close.
It was-
That's why I told
stupid
you, Frankie,
close.
Every possession matters, man.
It was
those
disgustingly
strikeouts,
close.
Yeah, that Juan Soto, all that stuff, man. You got them dudes got to come through. This is the game to do it.
Yeah. But like I said, I think because usually I'm the guy, and I've said numerous times. For me, I'm not the guy that really trips over game ones a lot. But when you are leading with your best pitcher,
Right.
that's kind of when I'm a little. Now again, it depends on how they lose. Because if this is the only run scored, and it's 1-0.
Yeah.
And that's how the Yankees lost. Really panicking either. You know what I mean?
My thing is, look, you got really, quote unquote, highly good guys, Soto, Stanton, the whole nine.
Right.
If you're having trouble getting guys at home in this game, how's the rest of the series gonna look for you? It'd be different if they came out and they were just spraying runs and they're going back at it. Okay, now you got some offense going. But when you have no offense going and you're going, the pitching's only going to get tougher, that's a thing for me. And then when you look at the Yankees' past history of it, come on. It's not, we're not, the definition of insanity is expecting something different than what you've seen 5 or 6 seasons of the same shit.
Right.
And thinking all of a sudden they're going to, this switch is going to go off and these guys are going to be phenomenal hitters. It doesn't happen. I don't think it happens like that. Unless you go into the season red hot like that, right?
I mean, I get it, but like I said, for me, as long as if you're losing 1-0, 2-0, like if the Yankees lose 2-0 to the Dodgers, right? I'm not necessarily really worried because it's like the entire postseason, they've showed you this. The Yankees only putting up 2 runs. Like if you have to rely on them only putting up 2 runs, it's gonna be a long series for you.
Yeah, it's like my wife always says. Like, I'm not worried, but I am mildly concerned.
Yankees lose this
and if
one,
they don't,
I wouldn't be upset.
No, I mean, but you got to admit, like, okay, so let's say the Yankees drop this game and the Dodgers come up with game 1 win. If I'm Frankie, I'm not worried, I'm not panicking, but I got to be honest with you, I am concerned going into game 2. Like there is going to be some reservations going into game.
No, for sure. For sure. Don't get it twisted. There would be, right? Because again,
I'm not trying to get
you need to look at your guys and say, why are we? Yeah, you know what I mean? But again, it's not really the losing, it's the manner of how we're losing that would bother me. Because like I said, and to Frankie's point earlier, you got contact hitters going back to what was the problem with the Yankees the last 3 or 4 years, where everyone and their mom wants to hit home runs. Right. And now they're going back to that. And if they're going to go back to that, that's what's going to honestly, because I'm telling you right now, the Yankees, the reason why they lose is because it's self-inflicted damage. That's just that's kind of been their whole mantra like the last few years. We lose because I weigh 120, and for some reason, I think I got the power to take this thing 450 dead center. when I've never been a never been a power hitter in my entire life.
Right.
And you know,
But that's
it's
but
like,
you know, but when I think about Yankee lore, right? When I think about the Babe Ruths, the Luke Gehrig's, the Maggios, and then you can get into the newer guys, the Jacksons, the Jeters, whatever. Those guys hit when it mattered. They hit. And then I get a guy like Aaron Judge, who's great in the postseason, but yet doesn't hit when the game is mattering. This is when it fucking matters. And I don't want people making excuses for this guy. He's a good hitter. I'm not saying he's not, but if you're not producing in the postseason in these pivotal moments like game 1, and you've got 2 strikeouts already back to back, that's a freaking issue when we start talking about legends of the Yankee baseball.
I mean, for sure. Don't, you know, I understand that for sure, right? But like I said, like I think the reason, at least how I'm looking at it, in terms of the regular season, I'm seeing Aaron Judge make the necessary adjustments that he needs to make to be a better player. Like, I'm seeing it, right? Like, I recognize it. As much as I hate the Yankees, as much as I hate Aaron Judge, and I hope the Yankee Stadium burns down to the ground. I hope no one's in it, but I wanted to burn down to the ground, so they have to do all 162 games on the road. Fuck them, right? But in the regular season, I will give him credit. In the regular season, when everything he's supposed to be doing to be better, he's doing it.
Yeah.
The issue is once he gets to the playoffs, he then reverts back. Yeah. And the thing is, it's not just Aaron Judge. It's everybody. It's everybody across the board. When they get into the playoffs, they do this weird thing where they just go back to the beginning. Like, let's all hit home runs. And it's like, hey, listen, home runs are
the Yankees. I wish the Yankees would have had LeMahieu in this, right? LeMahieu's obviously injured, on their injured list, but I wish they would have had LeMahieu, because I think LeMahieu is that kind of guy that can spark a team, that can get it something.
You're talking about the same LeMahieu that was dog shit before he got hurt?
Deadass. I was about to say the same thing.
Is this the same LeMahieu that was dog shit and about to get traded if no one else wanted him?
Hold on, the Astros have played against LeMahieu. I've seen that guy come up with some clutch hits. I'm not saying that
right now. I was like, he really just say LeMahieu? Like,
DJ LeMahieu. I feel like when DJ LeMahieu is healthy, he is a good hitter. I've seen that guy hit against the Astros at 3 times.
Soto! Well, that was him, like, what, 2 years ago?
And it may be
this DJ's ass.
Oh, please let Jack Flair.
I'm not even trying to be rude.
Let him stay, huh?
No, I know you're not
trying to be rude. He's gonna stay.
I mean, no, I know you're not.
He's gonna stay. They're gonna let him go through this inning because he's at 75, or like, you know, not 75 now, but. You know, he's got enough pitches he can get through this.
Well, they got Banda warming up right now, so you're
right.
So this is his last inning.
He's
right. So I think they're gonna let him go through here.
See, and this is what I'm talking about. 15 strikeouts in the last 33 at bats this postseason for Aaron Judge. He's chasing way too much.
Yep. Well, that's always been Aaron Judge's downfall, though, right? I mean, his chase rate has been horrible since he came to the team, Frankie, and you know that.
No, because he stopped chasing like literally 2 years ago. 3 years ago, he stopped.
And that's exactly what I was saying. In the regular season, everything he needs to do, he does. When the chasing, he stopped doing that. He's learning how to hit because before the thing with him was, yo, throw him a changeup and the guy's frozen.
Oh yeah, throw him anything down below the knees and he's swinging all the time for it.
Now he's getting better with it. The issue is even though he's getting good with that, what he ends up doing is as soon as he goes right back into the playoffs, he does the same stuff again, and you see a lot of chasing. I'll give him credit. Inside, if you pitch to him inside, he doesn't touch those anymore. He doesn't swing on the inside anymore. That's good for him. But every time it's low, he swings, and it's crazy. If you watch the swing, Frankie, you said you watched every game, so you know exactly what I'm about to say. It's like he starts swinging, and you see on his face, fuck, I did it again. Mm-hmm. And then it's like a half-hearted swing, and he ends up on his knee. Like, what am I doing? Like, it really is like that. It's the craziest thing in the world. It's like as soon as he gets into his motion, he's like, why? What am I doing with myself? Like you see that contemplation on his face. It's crazy.
I told you it's like you expect a different result, and it's not going to be a different result at times with these guys. I mean, I understand Judge's chase rate was better in the regular season, but what I've seen this season or this postseason, his chase rate's gone back.
Aaron Judge just struck out again. I can't anymore. This motherfucker. And
I told you, 3 strikeouts, man. You guys keep wanting this guy to be something. Rise up. No, we're not rising up. Sit the fuck down.
Sit down, you bum. Frankie, defend your honor. Defend your glorious franchise.
You can't defend when your team looks like shit. You can't defend shit.
Your team is shit because your team is watching my team right now.
Hey, right. We are watching you look like shit right now. You're exactly right. We are watching you look like dog poo-poo.
Because your team is dog poo-poo.
I don't know if we're dog poo-poo. We made the playoffs. I don't think you consider dog poo-poo making the playoffs.
Did you make the playoffs? Does wild card even count as a playoff?
That's how you know a team is bad is when he has to take my team to justify his team. You already know I won that argument. Yeah, go ahead and sit down. I already won it. The minute you have to deflect to me to make you feel better about your dog shit team, I've already won the argument.
What would you like me to do? You want me to sit here and agree with you while you talk about my shit about my team? Of course I'm going to talk shit about your shitty team. What do you guys want me to do? Yes, Jay. Yes.
I want you to show me why your team
real quick. Before I let you guys continue.
That's why they're good. Giancarlo! Let's go! Let's go! What a fucking bomb!
I was like,
what a bomb!
So here's what I was gonna ask.
Hold up, Jay.
Yo, Frankie. Matter of fact, let me ask you, Jay. Let me ask you this, Jay.
Yeah.
Let me ask you. Clearly,
here,
Frankie's going Sizzler right now. Right? He's loving life right now. Okay. He's loving life. He loves Giancarlo Stanton all of a sudden. Right? Like the anti right. But so oh shit. So here's the question I got for you, Jay.
No, I think the Dodgers left Flaherty in too long. I really think they should have pulled him.
See, I was gonna ask. Because I was going to ask you, do you have confidence in him staying at, like, giving him another inning, or are you like, nah, he's done?
No, I think well, they already kind of knew they were going to take him out when they put Band up, but I think you let that guy stay until look. You already know Flaherty's not your best pitcher. You've already written him 6 innings, and you got a lead right now. At this point, if I was the Dodgers, I would have gone defensively and got it in I would have gotten my relief for sure. Because Pride, you said earlier that this was going to be a bullpen game for the Dodgers. Well, you kind of already got mostly 6 innings out of your starter. Go ahead and get to your bullpen. Let's get this game done.
Right.
Yeah. Too late for that now. Good job, Frankie. Son of a bitch. I hope you still lose. Frankie, bro, I'll tell you right now, Frankie's all the way through half of a blunt right now. He's over there smoking like a champ, dude.
It's just like for me, obviously it comes across as, hey, you took a gamble and it didn't work well. But
right.
I will say though, if you see how he was pitching prior to that,
yeah.
I don't fault them for leaving him in for the 6th inning. I don't fault them for that genuinely, because it's like he was solid. He was solid. Like I said,
but I told you earlier. Hey, before we got this game, before we even got into this game, I told you, I said Stanton has got to continue to do what he did earlier, and he did. And the one guy that's come through for this team is Giancarlo Stanton, which is the one guy that Frankie hated up until the postseason.
What did I say? I said I'm going to change my ways towards him if he helps us win. I'm going to change my ways. But what's funny to me?
That's it. I mean, hey, he's coming through at the right time for you guys.
Right. And, you see how Jay's attitude and momentum change?
I'm kind of nervous how the Dodgers. Did they
see that, right?
Giant leaving Flaherty in too long and give some of that momentum now to the Yankees.
He's trying not to acknowledge it. Jay changed his whole way after Giancarlo hit that bomb. He's just like,
No,
I did say that Giancarlo did, and you did say
did
that.
I
You
not?
did,
Did I not say that
and you did.
Stanton had
But
to
I
have
love,
a good game?
I love how like 5 minutes ago you were just ranting on about how my team isn't showing up and how they're shitty and stuff like that.
They
And
haven't shown up until the point
and
where
then Giancarlo does that, and you're just
for
like,
you.
your whole attitude changed. By the way, I just got yelled at by Caitlin for screaming so loud at you and stuff like that. So I apologize to all the viewers out there. I made my wife really upset with me. She doesn't want me on the podcast anymore. Like that's how upset I am, or she is, because she feels like it's gonna happen the rest of the game because of Jay. So Jay, you need to stop because you're getting me in trouble.
Okay, I don't want to
Jay,
get
stop because you're getting me in trouble.
I mean, look, I can't get the man in trouble, man.
She's like,
Man.
she's like, damn, there goes Carson waking up probably. And I start yelling at Jay, and she's just like, would you shut the fuck up? And I'm just like, all right, I'm sorry, honey. That's why I had to beat myself. I just get in trouble, guys.
So Yankee,
Hey, listen,
Frankie,
your domesticated problems are not my concern.
It's your fault.
Frankie, obviously take the fact that you wanted that home run out the equation, right? Try to answer this as unbiased as possible. Do you think they left that Dave Roberts left, Flaherty in there a little too long? You think so?
Yes, because that was his third go around. That's why I said about Aaron Judge. That's why I was like, wait till the third go around, because normally by the third go around, like the pitcher or the batters are understanding your pitches by now. And Giancarlo Stanton,
and I will give you credit,
pitch.
Frankie. Before Stanton hit that home run, you did say that, hey, you might want to take him out because he's the third time. So yeah, you actually did say that. So I want to make sure we point that out. That's a good point. Good point.
Jazz Chisholm with a base hit. Here we go. The bullpen is in. The shitty bullpen is in. It's time to win. Let's go, baby. Oh, Stanton just changed my weight. Like, inside my body is like joyful right now. Joyful, Lord.
No, hey, listen. All you thinking is, if we pull out this game, I can go to work with a happy attitude at 1:30 in the morning.
Listen, and I said this, to Caitlin, right? I said, I just need the Yankees to win one in LA. We have 3 in New York. I just need 1 in LA. Just 1.
And that's about right. That's exactly what you need. If you can get this game and then head to New York on a 3-game stint, and it's not. And let's be honest, you can still have Cole. You can still have Cole come back in Game 6. I would imagine.
Game 4. He come back Game 4.
Before.
Game 4. Okay, so
for sure.
Yeah, it's a 3-pitch starting rotation. So like, we'll see Jack Flaherty again in New York at Game 4. Yamamoto will be Game 5. But the situation is like,
you put Rodon in Game 4 against Flaherty, and then switch it up and put Cole against Yamamoto in Game 5.
Nah, because you can, but that would just it depends on the series. It would depend on how it is, because
that's what the Dodgers said already, right? Like, they said that they're gonna have Yamamoto go Game 5 because they don't want him to go Game 7. But if Jack Flaherty goes Game 4 and there's a Game 7, Jack Flaherty could come out the bullpen in Game 7.
Right?
Why would they want to do that? I don't know, but go ahead and try it.
I mean, listen, it depends. Do you really want to give him, when I say him, Flaherty, do you want to give him another opportunity to start, right? Because again, Jack Flaherty, I always said this about him. He's a middle reliever who plays starter because they need him to.
Well, they don't have anybody else. I mean, all the other guys are hurt.
You know what I mean? So it's
they
like
have to start them.
Right. So that's kind of the unfortunate thing for him anyway, But I will say, like I said, I will say this when it comes to answer your question, if they could change it. I mean, you can, if you're the Yankees, if you want to give Garrett Cole extra rest, I mean, I guess, but it also really comes down to how the series is looking, because if you can afford it, maybe that's something they'll contemplate. But the reality is, like, if they're down to the point that they need Garrett Cole, then no, they're not going to try to hold him back so that way they can have the better matchup. Like, they're just going to have to, take whatever dub that he can give them. So
let me ask you this. And this is off topic, but how much of a disappointment do you think the Philadelphia Phillies are? The last 2 years, you know, they look primed to get a World Series, and then they just put the bed. I mean, how disappointed are you in the field? I'll be honest, I'm
What the hell?
disappointed.
I mean,
This is the first time I've ever seen this. Anthony
What?
Volpe just got intentionally walked. Wow.
crazy.
Well, Rizzo didn't do a good job there, did he? Damn.
No, Rizzo
But
was
to,
definitely chasing for some odd reason. I don't know why.
But to answer your question, Jay,
Yeah.
disappointing, yes, but the difference is like who are they losing to, right? Like
Right.
they're not losing, like, for example, and I hate to bring this up, but if they're like, let's say if they lost to a team, like, even though it's in, you know, obviously a different league or whatever, but you know, if it was your situation, right? Like you guys
Right.
lost to Detroit, right?
Right.
If it was something like that, then yes. But they're losing to quality teams, and the teams they're losing to more times than not is the team that's in the World Series. So it's like, I'm not gonna fault them too much, but it is a little disappointing because it's to the point where it's like, you know, you got all this talent,
Right.
and now what?
I mean, they won 20, and I don't remember. I think they finished. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think the Phillies finished like what,
Let's
number 2?
go.
I think in the league.
Yep.
Let's
Yep.
go.
But yet you're not making it to this series, which I always say, you know, just because you're number 1 in the league doesn't necessarily guarantee you, you know, a World Series win. Unless you're the Houston Astros when we won it, we were number 1 in the series. But
Edmund is so dumb on that play.
wow, bases loaded with 2 outs. Frankie,
He was so dumb on that play right there. Like, he should have just threw to first. Like, what the hell?
oh jeez.
Let's go.
Somebody needs to recheck his spectacles.
Let's go, Doogie, you dog. Upset pride right now.
He shaved. I don't respect him. It's over. I don't care. Get a grand slam. It means nothing to me. You shaved. I don't
Please.
respect him.
Please get a grand
I don't respect
slam.
his good.
Get
Get a grand slam. I don't care. Get it. I do not respect this man. Who shaves for a fucking organization? Like, give the fuck up. Give up. Like, I dead ass mean that shit, bro. Like, give the fuck up.
If we mean coming to play for your teams, I gotta shave. I'll play for a different team.
He was ugly with the beard.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Smoking
he's a
dick, bro.
pretty
He
boy
looks like a
to you.
crackhead without it. Smoking herbs, bro. Man looks like he's never spoken to a girl before. And I'm pretty sure he got kids, so that's the crazy part, bro.
Yeah, he just had a kid this year.
Hey, he just had a kid. It looks like he's a virgin. Like, get your life in order, bro.
Oh, he's mad. He hates all his former Red Sox that leave.
Fuck Verdugo.
Damn. So they make it out of the bases loaded, get into the middle of 6th, or the bottom.
Doogie, why'd you swing at that, you dumbass?
Good poverty franchise.
Poverty franchise that just took the lead, baby.
But no, seriously, even if you get the win, though, Frankie, those are the kind of situations that you guys really got to capitalize on, you know?
I mean, yeah, I get why you're saying that, but they got 2 runs on the board and got the lead.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. He got the win. I'm just talking about as the season or as the series goes along.
Right.
You're gonna have to capitalize on those things. So that definitely is gonna come back to hurt them. Look, do you know how many times the Astros left men on base like that? And that's why we lost. We lost the Detroit series. I can't tell you how many times we had men on. Hell, even game 1, we had a bases loaded, and then they got out of the 9th and we lost the game. You gotta capitalize on those things. Otherwise, it comes back to bite you. Because that don't happen very often, Frankie. And Pride, you know that.
Yeah. But
Good time to be alive. Frankie, man. Jeez.
Sorry, I was talking to my wife.
No, you're good. You're good.
Hey, yo, Pride, how did the hurricane affect you?
I was lucky, actually. Like, that actually, bro, like, it actually did nothing, bro.
Nice.
Did you see what it did to the
Man, you're
rooftop?
down there in Florida now. You ain't in North Carolina no more.
Did you see what it did to the rooftop of the Rays Stadium?
Yep.
And I said
But
that to my
that's-
wife, right? Because they showed a picture of having bed cots set up in the outfield and stuff like that for those who like needed a place to be safe.
And then that's the one that gets destroyed.
And I'm like, I'm like, listen, as a Yankee fan, I'm sure Pride knows too because he's a Red Sox fan. We played Tampa all the time. So it's like I'm over here sitting, I'm like, how do they think that's safe? Because the roof's gonna fucking rip. And she's like, no, it looks like it's steel. And I'm like, no, babe, that shit's gonna rip.
That's a fabric. No, their roof was a fabric type
Yeah.
nylon roof.
But she didn't. But when they showed the picture, so she didn't know that it had fabric on top. All she saw was the.
I understand why they did that crap anyway. The fabric nylon style of roof. I mean, I guess they want the light coming through the fabric, but still, I mean, it's not hurricane proof, especially high winds.
Yeah, no, that thing looks ugh.
Well, they said what 2026 they'll be able to come back there. They're definitely not playing there in 25.
Supposedly no.
Yeah, I don't think they won't have that roof in time for that season, but I think maybe 26. I mean, sure they're not. I mean, they're not going to move the franchise. I heard rumors where they were talking about moving the franchise. I guess y'all heard that as well. They were. I mean, I don't know why you want to ever try to move the franchise. I mean, they're going to have to play somewhere else. I think, Frankie, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Hal Steinbrenner offer the practice facility for those guys? I think their practice facility holds like what 15, 16,000
poverty franchise.
Yeah, they're definitely a poverty franchise. But they're a poverty franchise with the World Series. I mean, there's a lot of other franchises out there that don't even have a World Series yet, right? I mean,
oh, so you Yankees fan now?
No, not at all.
So get your life up, bro.
I'll be a Yankees fan, right? What the hell's wrong with you?
Holy shit. Is that Jay? Yo! Is that Jay Uso? Oh, brother. Oh, brother. I'm going Sizzler.
What are you seeing that I'm not seeing?
No way. 1, 2. Yo, the Motor City Machine Guns in their second match are the champions, bro. Yo.
Oh, that's right. That's right. There's wrestling Monday Night Raw. Is it Raw? Is it Raw that's on tonight?
Brother, we're on Friday, brother.
Oh, it's Friday night SmackDown.
Yeah, you said Monday Night Raw, brother.
I'm sorry, man. Damn it. I forget who I'm talking to, man. You guys are like the wrestling aficionados. I'm just this guy that pretends to watch me now and then.
God damn, bro.
Look, if Logan was on here, he'd be knowing all that stuff. Him and Frankie know all that stuff. That's their bag. Who's the WWE champion? It's not what's his name anymore. The tribal
That's
chief.
Cody.
Is it Cody? Okay.
Cody Rhodes, yeah.
How long do you think they leave Cody with that title? Did he's gonna have it for a little while?
Probably, yeah.
Holy crap. This dude gets a double with no outs. Frank, are you still there? Or are you
Yeah, I'm here.
Maybe muted. Oh, there he is.
He's good. All right, Frankie. Hey, we got a game now. Of course, it doesn't mean anything if they don't get him home.
Well, he just moved to third. Oh my God! What do you need a replay for? So try to replay. It's out. Everybody know it's out. He's not that fast. Trying to think he's Jet Li or some shit.
Yeah. So where's Cole at right now? Cole's at 74 pitches.
He's at 72.
Is it 72?
All right, this is the moment where I need like a strikeout from Garrett Cole. Like I need a good strikeout right here. but it's Mookie Betts, so that's not gonna happen.
Man, all that
No. You still need to expect that from him though, because if he's your ace, he needs to go pitch for pitch with a superstar. If he's your ace,
Yeah. Ooh, 1-2. 1-2. I need a strikeout here, Garrett.
Ooh, man, it never amazes me how fast those balls can get from first or from their hand to the first base bag. It's crazy.
Let's go, Yankees.
Let's go,
Right.
Dodgers.
You said Broncos?
he said Dodgers. Chill out. You bet.
He said Broncos. Oh, you said Broncos? Wrong state, buddy.
Wrong sport.
You know what I said.
Oh,
you got Mookie.
And Garrett Cole's fastball.
Oh my God, Jimmy and Jay are embracing.
Yeah, because you seen what happened on Friday or Monday.
Oh my God, they're back.
Yeah, because the new bloodline cost Jay the Intercontinental title.
Yeah.
So what do you think? You think Roman Reigns will get the title back himself?
Jazz Chisholm got it. Let's go. I think they're setting up for War Games.
Yeah, for sure.
But the question is, who's going to be the fourth now? Like
Sami Zayn. Let's be smart.
No, that'd be stupid.
What? Smoking
You might as well bring in Umanga's son.
All right. Yep. Poverty opinion from a poverty person who's a fan of a poverty franchise. Let's get our shit together.
Hey, Pride.
That's a fucking New York Yankees take right there if I ever heard one, brother.
Hey, Pride. Hey, Pride. Talk to me when your team is 500 again.
Oh, man.
Let me know when your team is at 500 again.
Mine? Hold on.
Yes.
Hold on. Let me.
He's gotta go look it up now. A real time.
I was about to say, let me fact check because I think we were 500 either last year or this year.
Garrett Cole got out of that, baby. Garrett Cole got out of that.
Wow.
Because I'm like 99% positive. I think we were 500 this year.
I thought they finished. I don't lie. I thought they finished above 500. At least like
81 and 81. Suck my dick, you fat.
Even. You're like. That's like Eli Manning's record as a career quarterback.
Oh God, bro. I'm a fan of the fucking.
That's like Jameis
Manning's, bro.
That's Jameis Winston record with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
LASIK,
No lie,
Jason.
though, like,
LASIK
that's
Winston,
still,
bro.
like, that's-
LASIK, Jameis.
That's still good though. Like, if people were to come up to you and be like, "Yo, talk to me when your team is at 500," it'd be like, "Yo, we finished at even 500. Like, what are you talking about?"
What about my mother, bro?
What do you mean? My team's a 500 team. What are you talking about? We ain't have a losing season, but we ain't have a winning season either.
On God, bro. Eat my chode.
That's how I felt.
Out of here, bro.
No, seriously though, like that's how I felt with the Yankees last year. I'm like, damn, we missed the fucking playoffs, but at least we were 2 games over 500. Like, fuck, we didn't have no losing season. We had a winning season.
Because you're a poverty franchise. Poverty franchise.
Spell poverty.
Poverty. You spell poverty?
Spell it.
What would the spelling be? Is it a franchise, bro?
Nah, don't spell it right now. Don't look at your phone. You're over there talking while you're typing it in.
Poverty.
He definitely took time.
Yeah.
He definitely took time to type that in.
No, I swear to God, I didn't. Swear to God.
And let's be honest. Let's be honest. He Googled it, okay?
He did. He took time. Like he had a little 2-minute talk.
Negative.
He said, Siri,
no.
poverty.
That's why I was like, nah, spell it right now. Don't take that time to talk and look it up.
No.
Real talk. I'm gonna be serious with y'all. I wouldn't be able to spell that shit.
Hey, we already knew it, Frankie. You had a hard time spelling Amazon Prime, and you worked.
Hell yeah, bro. I just be like, oh, that one with the logo.
Brady.
It's like what, the one that looks like a penis? I hate that damn Amazon Prime logo. It looks like a penis.
No, it's like a non-fully upside down Nike logo. Like they didn't finish it and they did it upside down.
Oh, sweet goodness, man. I couldn't wear that damn emblem on my shirt. No way.
Wear what?
The Prime logo.
Oh,
It just
I don't
looks
wear
like
that. No, we wear regular clothes.
Yeah, I'd wear regular clothes. I ain't wearing that craziness.
I don't wear that shit.
I will tell you this the other day, Frankie, when they were divvying out the Amazon package, the van came by. When she left out of the driveway, that door was still halfway open. I'm pretty sure some pockets was falling out.
They always do that. They always do that for some reason.
You know,
They do that over here too.
Though every time they swing, it looks like it's gonna be a home run, only for it to stop at the dirt.
Don't you just love it?
That's crazy.
Look, and then I got another fucking pitcher coming out. Look at this dude.
Yeah.
Look at this dude. He look like the fucking late husband of Selena.
10-9?
So now we're back to the top of the lineup of Torres versus the pitcher of how do you say that dude's name?
Gratterol. Gatorade. Gatorol. Gatorol.
Gatorol.
Gatorol.
Let me just sounds like a loss.
Let me go to my college graduate wife. Babe, how do you spell that name? Or how do you say that name? The pitcher's name. Gratterol. See, I said Gratterol too. Right. So what do you think it is?
Yeah, it's got to be Graterol. I mean, you have to say the R. It's not like a silent R. Gratterol.
Gratterol. Gratterol. Gratterol. Gatorol. I'm gonna stick with Gatorol.
Caitlin is our Google. What is she talking about? Caitlin is our Google.
That's what she's doing. She's looking it up. She's like, hey, look up. Let's ask Google.
Well, I'm gonna laugh when Google says it wrong.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Jeez, Gratterol. He looks like a Gratterol.
Hold on.
Didn't he hit his wife or something?
Hold on.
Gratterol.
Gratterol.
Imagine.
Do you hear it?
Brother, imagine.
Gratterol.
Look, when you got a hairstyle like this guy's got, I mean, he's got some pretty good perm working in that hair.
Fucking Google don't even know it. He don't even have hair, Jay. That's just in the back of his head. You can't tell where the patch. He's Venezuelan.
Okay, yeah, here it is.
He's got a pretty tight little
Oh, what is it?
perm.
That sounds better. I'm not gonna lie. This isn't Venezuelan. Gratterol.
Okay, makes sense.
Makes total sense.
Then okay.
That's a popular name in Venezuela.
Okay. Gatorade? What are they like? Owned by freaking Nike? What are we doing here?
Gratterol.
Dome pieced.
Why are they showing this? Like we care. Rutgers versus USC.
It's on after this, that's why.
It's on after this.
Yeah, and then the news.
What the hell?
Yeah, they did that to us.
They having a football game after the World Series?
Yes.
What football game?
USC versus
It's scheduled 11-1.
Rutgers?
Rutgers. Yeah,
Can't even say it. Wow, that's embarrassing.
yeah. I really
Wait,
can't.
you had to Google that one, dickhead?
I'm high as fuck. Yeah, I'm about to Google it right now.
Google these nuts.
Dude, yeah, they literally have a damn game.
Here we go, Judge.
Football that late at night.
He said, "Who has a football game that late at night?"
He's not wrong, bro. He's not wrong.
Here, man. He's like, the coach is looking at all the kids like, "Hey, yo, we all staying up. Our game's at midnight." Base hit, Aaron Judge, USC. So that's Southern California, or no, Southern Carolina, maybe. Southern Carolina, right? It's for USC.
No,
Southern
no,
California.
because there's two of them.
It's Southern California, right?
Southern California, yeah, and then
it's Rutgers versus the Trojans.
Okay, so that's California.
All right,
Yeah,
so
it is.
University,
It is.
University of Southern California.
But good lord, man, they're gonna show a damn game.
Oh yeah, so they're
No, because
Oh.
over there is gonna be
yeah,
like
it'll
what,
be
8
it'll be
o'clock?
8. Yeah, she said it was gonna be 8 p.m. Pacific.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gay.
But still, hey, look, let's be honest. It may be 8 p.m. in California, but the damn rest of the world, it's like 10 and 11. That's how you know you suck when they put a game on at that time slot. If you're in that time slot,
No.
yeah, come on.
Well, not really, because it's theirs. That's
Go back
their.
to
That's for them.
Is it?
I
Well,
was
it's
talking
for
about
California, I guess. Okay, I'll
I was
give you
talking
that.
about another.
Wow. All right, Aaron Judge, you got 3 strikeouts. What you gonna do?
You got a base hit, Jay.
Well, I'm behind. That's why I was asking. So
Well, damn, you're fucking Southern Houston internet shit.
Ah,
What can I do?
I need John. It'll be amazing if Giancarlo got another 2-run home run.
yeah, right.
That'll be crazy. That'll be crazy. You know how he gets home runs, right? Because he distracts the pitcher. Look at that! Look how he pops his booty out.
That badonkadonk.
You see that shit?
That badonkadonk is crazy.
I said that shit. No lie. I said that to Caitlin like 2 years ago. I'm like, you see how his like he distracts the shit. Like he shows both pockets too. So like, oh, why are you getting hyped for? Okay, so you get so excited for, bro.
Why are you getting hyped for it?
That's what I'm saying. Like, why are you getting hyped? Like, you could have made Judge go hitless tonight.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be now known as the first pitcher to ever let Aaron Judge get a hit in the World Series. That means he's worse than Jack Flaherty.
Damn.
Well, yep, they get out. Now we're going to the bottom of the 7th.
Poverty
Well.
franchise.
Let's see what LA can do here.
Yo, remember when Aaron Judge, before he had veneers, he had fucked up teeth? Imagine.
Oh yeah.
Imagine being dealt with that raw hand. Crazy. Crazy.
Hey, but when you got Aaron Judge kind of money, man, you can do whatever you want. It don't matter. I truly believe that, man. If you got all that money in the world, they didn't care about them damn team.
I fucking want this World Series.
Well, you need it.
I want it. I
You
want
need
it.
it so
No, I
bad.
don't need it. It's a difference between needing and wanting. I want it. I fucking want it. Pride, I want it.
Honestly, I hope you guys are up 3-0 and you get ecstatic and you
That's
go
crazy.
and you guys
Don't.
sell it, bro. I swear to God.
Hey, I hope that the Dodgers pull off a Manny Ramirez part
Bro,
of Boston Red Sox.
No, that's what
I
he's
want
trying to
Pedro
say.
Martinez. I want what's his face out there with the bloody sock. Let's go.
You're slow. You're slow as your TV because that's what he's trying to say. That's why he's saying that because he knows I've seen that game and it's just how stressful it is. Don't say that. Why would you curse me like that? What is wrong with you? You should be happy for me.
No,
54.
not at all.
Crazy.
I'm happy for you.
54.
But we don't like the evil empire, man.
That's crazy. Why can't y'all just be happy for me? Like, yeah, man.
No.
Finally
You want to know why?
made it.
You want to know why? You want to know why?
I
You wanna know
understand
why?
you. I understand.
Because when Boston won the finals, you were not happy for us.
Hell
You were
no.
not happy. Exactly. So Tony Phil, I don't want to hear shit, bro.
Fuck that 2018 World Series. Y'all cheated too, motherfuckers.
Yeah, we didn't get caught as bad as y'all did, though.
You mean as bad as the Houston Astros?
Yeah, that part.
It is what it is. And you know what? It's all because that little son of a bitch fires or fears, however you want to say his name out there, because we let him go after the World Series and he wants to be a whistleblower. Well,
I love how Garrett Cole is pitching in the 7th inning right now. But is it dangerous?
I mean,
well, no, what's his pitch count at right now?
83.
Nah. I would. I think he'll definitely be done after this inning. And
Yeah,
then he's
they
back
got
in monitored.
They got Clay Holmes warming up right now. I don't know why. Why Clay Holmes?
I don't know. You do Clay Holmes and then finish it off with Wheeler in the 9th and get out the door.
It's Weaver, not Wheeler. Luke.
I said Weaver. That's what I said. I said Weaver.
Oh God, yo.
Clay Holmes is gonna win this lead.
Yeah, he is, and I love it. So I'm here for, honestly. That's what I'm here for. It's honestly what I'm here for, genuinely.
Golly, Hernandez.
And this is what I was talking about with Garrett Cole. Like, when he goes this deep into a game, like that's when you know he's pitching really good. But then there's games too where I said like he goes 4 innings, where his pitch count will probably be like 60s or 70s, and it's like I'm sitting here like, what the fuck, bro? Like, you're our ace, right? You pitch great your first game, you get a couple of days of rest, and then you come out shitty. Like, how is that possible, bro? Like, when you get rest, that's supposed to like, you know, like your arm's supposed to be good to go. And it's not like he's getting a 5-day rest too. Like, it's not the regular season. You're getting 2 days rest. Technically 3 because of the
could you imagine a
the travel day?
Yeah.
What if Clay Holmes came in and just shit the bed, Frankie? Could you imagine?
I love it. But the thing is like, and I think that's why Frankie is like a little upset right now, because like that is 100% a legitimate reality, and that's why he's like that's why he said why. Because that is a legitimate reality.
And Clay Holmes just gave a base hit to Teoscar Hernandez. This is exactly what I'm talking about. See, like, was it smart to keep Cole?
Arguably, Tio Oscar is like, I'm not gonna say dog shit, but he's dog shit right now.
I don't like seeing Garrett Cole. I don't like seeing Garrett Cole.
Hey, can Weaver? Could he go 2 innings, like the 8th and 9th?
Definitely.
I mean, depends.
I mean, would it be a bad idea to have Wheeler go the 8th?
Well, he does like here comes Aaron Boone, taking out Garrett Cole to bring in Clay Holmes to ruin my night. But the most I've seen him do is like a 5-out save. So like he'll come in the 8th with like 2 outs or 1 out or whatever.
Yeah. Because even Josh Hader, I've seen Josh Hader go, 2 innings. I'm just wondering some of these closers that they can go to, and it's feasible.
Yeah, you also seen Josh Hader blow saves too.
I have seen Josh Hader blow saves. Yeah.
No, that's cool. I've seen Clay Holmes blow more saves. That's why he's not our closer no more. That trash bag.
Blows crazy, but facts.
I don't know why he's coming out seriously. He's gonna fucking stress me
out. He's already stressed, man. Stressed like crazy.
I hate when Clay Holmes comes, and it's like not even like where he has to get 1 out and it's done. Like I don't have to see him again. Like he has to get 3 outs. Right
hold on. Is he the pitcher that only throws changeups?
No, that's Tommy Canely.
You guys had one.
That's Tommy Canely.
Yeah. Oh my god, dog. Throw that fucker in here. Holy shit.
And he got the save with that shit. Like, you throw one pitch, it's like, okay, you're going to keep throwing it to me? Okay, I'm going to fucking smoke it. Nah, he kept throwing it, and he's getting out.
So now it's got me dressing up for Halloween tomorrow. They got this trunk or treat. I'm going as the clown from Rob Zombie's.
Wait, hold on. 2 people are talking. Jay, you going as what?
Nah, you ever seen those Rob Zombie horror films?
Yes.
You know the clown that's in there?
The main guy that just makes him cry.
That's gonna be. That's what I'm going as. I'm gonna paint it up white. I have my contacts in, and I'm gonna have my little black eyes with the little lines and shit. It's gonna be dope, dude. I'm gonna paint my beard black. My hair is gonna be black. It's gonna be dope, dude. I got the little dirt.
He's about to get a boxer just for men.
Well, no, now they're getting sprayed to spray that shit on.
And what were you gonna say, Pride?
I got a question.
All
So,
right.
would you have let fucking Garrett Cole let him do a complete game? Would you have let him go all the way?
No.
No. In this situation, I would.
You don't
Because
by the time that the ninth inning come, which is the most important innings for the Dodgers, by the time that point come around, like you'll be going back to Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts and shit, and that's your fourth go around. Like you don't 4 go arounds for a pitcher is not good. They're gonna definitely know your pitch by then. Unless literally like if Garrett Cole right now had like 12 strikeouts, like he was on one, like if he was like legit on his shit, then yes, but he's not on his shit. And here goes Clay Holmes ruining shit. See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about?
Oh Lord,
Here we
baseball
fucking
gods
go.
exist, yo. Yeah, honestly, sometimes I'll be honest with you, right, guys? I'll be honest. Sometimes I wonder, is God real? You know,
And he just hit Max Muncy. Here we go.
Like sometimes I wonder, is God real?
I already
Right?
know where this is going. Bring it home.
And then I wonder, is he real? And then I see what I'm seeing on this day, and it's like God exists, karma is real, and the world is proper. This is real.
Balanced. We are ready.
Yes, there's a yin and a yang. I just love it here. Frankie, how you doing today, bro?
Keep talking, because the more you talk, I feel like God is gonna change your ways and end up giving us like a good double play right here. Keep talking, keep going.
See,
More like a double.
You never ever talk good about your team when they're in there. You just keep it even kill. But Frankie don't know that. He gets all happy and excited and stuff, and then it gets
too happy. He gets way too happy.
He gets way too happy. That's why you never talk about a no hitter when a no hitter is going on. You be quiet.
Ever. You don't do that. That's
you don't mention that shit.
When the hell was there a no hitter? There was no.
No.
I'm just saying, like baseball is all about superstition, bro. If you don't know that, I mean, come on. What he's doing?
He's horrible, bro. He doesn't understand baseball.
Man, these guys that pick up a baseball manual and think they fucking know baseball. Fuck.
God damn, it's so embarrassing.
Never even played pee-wee baseball, but he fucking played checkers or some shit.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Connect 4, get it right.
Connect 4. Yo, that used to be my game back in the day. That used to be my game.
All right, Frankie, man, you got 2 men on. 2 men on right now, Frankie.
I need a ground ball double play right here.
All I need is a looper. Just give me a little base hit looper. I'm good.
He bumped it. He bunted it. He got him out. Okay. Double play's gone. That was a good bunt.
Honestly, with no outs, that is a good time for a bunt. Literally.
For sure. He didn't bunt it hard neither. Like that was a baby bunt that like literally just dropped in the dirt. So like that shit made no movement. So like they had enough time to get their runners moving. I can't even talk down to that. Like that's a smart, good bunt right there. Oh, he popped it up. Infield. Oh yes. Oh, it's so good. Yes.
All right.
Keep talking, Pride. Please keep going.
What happened? I'm sorry, what happened?
Keep going. Keep talking.
Just the world is good. It's all good. Watch. But it's all good. It's all good. I'm an LA fan today.
Yeah, I am by proxy.
Pride, if you were an LA kid, I feel like you'll be from Compton. Jay, if you were an LA boy, you'll be from Inglewood.
I've always thought myself as a Long Beach kind of guy, LBC, but whatever.
You look more of like a San Diego.
I spent some time in San Diego.
Yeah, you look like you were in San Diego. Like, you look
Yeah,
like you
we,
could fit
hey,
the
we
coat.
take Martha's van line from San Diego down to Tijuana. Man, we took that all the time. God, it's good
Oh, they're
times.
taking Clay Holmes out. I wonder who they're bringing in. I didn't even see.
They're probably going to bring in Wheeler at this point.
No, it's only the 7th inning.
Weaver.
It's Weaver. You see him? He said Wheeler again. You
No, I
heard it,
didn't.
right,
I said
babe?
Weaver.
You said Wheeler. Oh my god.
I said Weaver. Open up your damn ears.
Even Caitlin's over here like laughing because she hears Wheeler.
I said Weaver. Caitlin, get on to your husband.
Roll the tape.
Roll the tape.
Hey, Caitlin, what the hell? I donated money to your child's class thing. You be on my side. Tell me, Frankie.
Oh, you want us to submit a picture of him for the veterans thing? For one of the
What the
girls?
fuck did she say?
Oh, because the girls got a Veterans Day thing where like
Submit a picture.
they have to submit pictures of like a family member who's been in a veteran.
Oh, okay.
So like normally it's their grandfather,
We have three
Caitlin's
now.
dad.
Okay.
But like we have 3 now because of the twins and Avery. So as Caitlin just said, like, does he want to send us some pictures so we can submit him in?
Hey, look, I'll submit a picture.
Like it ends up in like the wall, like they have a veterans wall. They put the pictures up, and then
Oh, that's pretty dope.
and then
Seriously?
they put the same picture like on the yearbook, but they probably won't put you because they don't want a picture of just you alone in the yearbook.
All the veterans could go. I mean, if he wants to fly in for it's November 7th.
He's not gonna fly for that.
I'm just kidding.
She's like, all the veterans have to go. Like they choose to go and like take pictures with them and shit like that. She's like, if he wants to fly out here, it's November 7th. Like, he's not gonna fly out here for that shit.
Hey, you know what, man? If I didn't have a wife and bills, man, I would fly my ass out there. I guarantee it.
Not for one
I
fucking
like
day.
New York.
That
I mean,
shit.
I don't know. You guys are not really New York. I mean, you're upstate. Is that really the same thing as New York City? I don't
Nah, it's Canada.
know.
They're
I mean,
basically Canadian.
he's not wrong. We're like what, 6 hours from the Canadian border. 6,
Yeah,
7
bro.
hours.
We're basically Canadian.
Literally, I'm upstate New York. Like, I'm where the capital is. The capital of New York.
What is it? What's the capital? It's Albany, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, they brought Tommy Canley in to do 4 changeups.
To do 4 change-ups. Yo.
48 consecutive changeup throws. Oh my god.
Literally.
Oh my god. Make it 49 right here. Change up.
Dude, this dude is just like, yo, like,
Right.
like, get a pitch, bro. Like, what are you doing?
If he goes this one out with it all nothing but change-ups, I'm gonna fucking die.
You know, literally though, man, like you guys have 8 hits and the Dodgers only have 4, but I feel like the Dodgers have had so many good opportunities.
He did another changeup for a ground out. How good is that? Yo,
That's sick, bro. That's dead ass sick, bro.
50 consecutive changeup pitches.
That's crazy.
Damn. It's almost like I'm
God.
gonna give you a changeup until you can hit it, just because I can do it.
That's God mode. If you do 50 consecutive changeups and you getting straight outs and shit, like that's insane. Like literally, I'm looking at the tapes and I'm seeing that. Like if I'm on the team and I look at the tapes, I'm like, oh, wow, all he's throwing is changeups. Like, shouldn't you be fucking smoking them shits? Like, isn't a changeup like supposed to be the weak pitch?
You know what?
Yeah.
Hey, I gotta tell you though, hey, it's crazy that Ohtani and Mookie Betts have both gone 0 for 3. I mean, where the hell is this?
I didn't want to jinx myself, and I'm still not going to. But I don't want to jinx myself. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
Oh, now you're learning.
I'm not gonna say it. Because the next he's gonna come up and fucking hit like the game time home run or some shit.
Well, they're already into the 8th now.
I know it's getting close to the finish line. And this is what I was talking about earlier, right? And this is what I said earlier. This is exactly why the Dodgers were favored in this game. Because in the 2 series that they've played, and I want to say it again because I want to remind everybody, they were hitting nothing but like so many runs. They were getting like 10 to 12 runs. The Yankees, when they were playing in their division and like in their series, it was low running games because they played great freaking defense. And it's proven right here against the Dodgers, a team that was getting 10 to 12 runs, and they only got 1 run right here in the first game. So, like, it's going to show that the Yankees are, just a defensive team. They get the hits that are important when it's needed, but if they continue the defensive shit that they're doing, that's how they could get the wins. And that's why we always say defense wins championships.
Oh, for sure.
54. Relax.
No, I'm just saying that's the truth, though. Like, if your defense can stop the offense from scoring, defense wins championships. Obviously, your offense is champions because, if it wasn't for their runs and their offensive plays to get you what you need to get to win the games and win your rings and stuff like that, you feel me? Like, yeah, they get the shine too. But if your defense can stop the other team from scoring, that's why defense wins championships. Michael Bryan, the game update is going to the top of the 8th right now with the Yankees leading the Dodgers 2-1. And now it's like a bullpen game, so we'll figure out the rest. But it's coming to the finish line for game 1.
What a time to be alive, man. They got their best guy. Guy's got a 1.76 ERA. Can he put the Dodgers in position? Who's due up next for the Dodgers anyway?
Vesia. Alex Vesia.
No, I mean,
67.
Ohtani, right? Isn't Ohtani up next when they're up?
No, I'm not sure.
Edmund closed out. I think Edmund closed out. So they should be Ohtani, Betts, and Freeman. So they have their best hitters are due up next inning. So I don't know.
Don't say that.
But they're going to get it done. They got to get it done. Shit.
Don't say the best hitters because anything could happen in the Dodgers middle rotation. They still got good hitters behind them too.
Hey, Michael Bryant, you remember where you got that game update right here on Elite Sports and Entertainment Network. That's where you got it from. Make sure you tune into our other content. Linktree is in the show description. What a time to be alive, man.
Yeah, bro. You never get your.
We haven't had Pride on the damn show, and I don't remember how long.
I'm about to say, you'll never see another network anywhere that will literally last this long. Like, we're going on the 2 hours 41 minute mark, and we're still here, talking about the game, and we're in the top of the 8th. Like, you're never gonna get that from another network anywhere.
Let's be honest. We put out a lot of damn knowledge over this show. I mean, not so much for Frankie because Frankie don't have a lot of knowledge, but the rest of us have a lot of
I don't. He's right.
No knowledge.
I'm just messing with Frankie. Frankie knows I'm busting his balls right now.
No, you're absolutely right. But you got no knowledge either because you said we were gonna lose, but we're winning right now. But the game going. But this game is still going.
I say game's not over yet.
So tomorrow, Carlos Rodon versus Yoshima Yamamoto. This postseason, Yamamoto pitched 12.5. Damn, that shit went too fast. It's just went too fast for me.
Yeah, I think tomorrow night's game is going to be huge. Really for the Dodgers.
I'm excited for it, Jay, because the last time we played the Dodgers, Yamamoto was hurt. Garrett Cole was hurt, but it's not Garrett Cole versus Yamamoto. But Yamamoto was hurt. We didn't get to play against him, so I'm kind of excited for that for that game, honestly.
Mm-hmm. I would be too. It's a big game for the Yankees. I mean, if you get if you can pull off 2 wins, I mean, miraculously, if you could pull off 2 wins, that would be crazy.
I mean, let's be honest. If the Yankees could pull off 2 wins back to back, one with obviously, their ace, but then the second game against a young upstart in Yamamoto, who is still nice, and you did it with Carlos Rodon, bro, you're going sizzler, bro. You're ecstatic.
Hey, I just want to say, if you like the shenanigans and the sports information on this show, make sure you give us a subscribe on our YouTubes and Facebooks and all that craziness.
Damn, why is everybody going against me? God, why does everybody hate the Yankees so much? I love it, though. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. We love it. The only reason why.
You know what, Frankie, though? I just think the Yankees are kind of like the Cowboys in a way. What I'm saying by that is people hate the Cowboys. and people hate the Yankees. I mean, it's just that those two franchises are just hated franchises for whatever.
But what's like? I understand what your reason, like why they hate your guy, but like your team. But like, what's the reason for ours? Like, it's been 15 years, damn it. Y'all had 15 years to enjoy our disappointments and our upsets and stressful lives and stuff like that, and we're finally here.
Oh man, dude, he's on. This VA, however you say his name, was Sia. Man, that dude is on.
Well, his regular season ERA was like a 1.3 something.
Damn, 8-0, 0.50 ERA, 5 shutouts in 1981. Fernando Valenzuela. That's why he's Valenzuela, man. Damn.
Yeah, you remember watching him, don't you, Jay?
I do. No, that real talk. Yeah, I do remember watching him. He was good. There's no doubt about it. Who I always thought was good, but doesn't really get a lot of credit was Colon, Bartolo Colon. You know,
Big
I mean, that's
sexy
forever.
Oh, so Shohei's batting second in the bottom of the eighth. So it's going 9-1-2.
Okay, so Edmund didn't. I thought he hit, but I guess okay. All right, well then, all right. So it'll be Edmund, Otani, and Betts, and maybe Freeman if they could pull it out. Yeah, Rizzo done struck out again.
Yeah, you're still on Rizzo?
Yeah, bro. And no matter what channel I turn it on, I mean, I can never keep up where you guys are at, man. I don't know why. It's fucking crazy. But I do live in the forest, so internet's always a little slower. All right, so now we got what? Top of the shit. Top of the ninth, baby.
It's bottom of the eighth.
Is it? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, middle of the eighth. I apologize. I couldn't see that very well.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna get off because I gotta start getting ready for work and shit. I gotta take a shower.
I bet you are about to get off.
Yeah, I gotta wake myself up, bro. I gotta go to work in like 2 hours.
What are you gonna try to do? Take an hour nap?
No.
just wake up.
But yeah, why would I take a nap to like just wake up and be pissed?
Ain't that the truth? You might as well just stay up. Well, might as well to make sure you take a lot of coffee.
I'll be good once my body starts moving.
All right, brother. Be safe on the road traveling.
All right, y'all. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Right. Yes, sir, Brody. Safety.
All right, be good, brother. All right, now that loser's off the show, we can get on to the rest of the stuff. I'm kidding. Frankie knows I'm kidding. What do you think, man? Are they going to come back?
I mean, it's 2-1, so I think so. I think there's still a legit chance, you know.
Yeah.
But it all really comes down to, you know, what it just really comes down to how, because again, to Frankie's point before, he was saying something before he left, and that was in terms of the scoring. It's a very high pace or fast pace, a lot of runs up on the board, and it's just, if they can do that, I think they'll be fine. That being said, I'm not, if I'm a fan, if I'm a Dodgers fan,
Right.
first and foremost, I am not concerned in the slightest about things being 2-1. You know, I'm not concerned, because the reality is, it's unfortunate. It's 2-1, but the likelihood of you constantly being 2-1 is so low. This is not a team that, again, like, they're a very high scoring team. So I wouldn't be too worried about it. They still got time. And to your point, the ones that are coming up right now are some of their best hitters, right? It's going 9-1, then 2, right? You got your 9 hitter and then top of the order. So, you're going to have.
Well, who are you rocking with if you're the Yankees? Who are you rocking with in the eighth? It's in the bottom of the eighth. Are you going to keep it together? I can't say a guy's name, but the one that they had left, he only did like one out. So do you keep him going, or do you go with Wheeler and then like where do you go from this point?
So Weaver, right? You're not going to want him being in there for too long, right?
Right.
Like he's a dude that you basically want to wait until the ending. And what I mean by the ending is the last inning. You only really want him pitching one inning because one of the problems that he has is once he gives up that one run or that one good hit, sometimes he tends to check out mentally and kind of just be like in his own head. And then he starts missing his location, starts off.
So he's easily rattled is what you're saying.
Right. Like he is easy to rattle. But on the flip side, he's also the type of dude that once he gets those 2 outs and he gets amped up and excited, it's hard really to hit off him. So
right.
When you have a guy like that, it's best to just make sure you have him only pitching 1 inning, maybe 1.5, depending on the situation, depending on how things are looking. But for me, it's for no debate. I'm only having him pitch 1 inning. Right. And he's coming in the 9th, and that's it. And then we will, I'll figure out what I'm gonna do because again, they do have some middle relievers that can buy you. Because right now, especially where they are right now, you only need someone to buy you an inning. That's really it. That's it. You get someone to buy you an inning, and you're back on.
That's what I'm saying. So you got Conley. Do you if you only got 1 out from Conley, do you just ride Conley next inning?
I would.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would too. I mean, in all honesty.
Yeah, I genuinely would.
If you can preserve the most of that bullpen, then you're better off for it, right? And I think he only did 1 out, and the guy's got like a 2.11 ERA. I mean, I think he could go 1. I think he could go 3 more. And if you get 2 outs from him, they could bring in somebody else, whatever. But I think you try to ride him a little bit more than just that 1.
I would leave him in.
He got Conley, and now he's got 5. He's got 5 pitches to Edmund.
Right.
He just got the first out. So I think they did the right thing by bringing him out. And then, like you said, it saves Weaver for that last 3 outs, and then you're golden going into game 2.
Yeah, it's just
Weaver does his stuff, right?
It's just the issue is just all he throws is changeups.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the issue. So it's like you also have to see who's up, and this is where it's going to get awkward because obviously you see they're leaving him in. Now you got a changeup, a guy who only throws changeups against Ohtani, against Mookie Betts. I mean, it's
well, we're about to see what Ohtani's going to do against him because he's at bat. So now this, like you said, this is the one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Oh, off the God, that was so close. Jeez, that was so close. Oh, and then he gets the third on because the guy didn't even know what the damn ball is. How ridiculous, you freaking idiot. Fuck, I love it. I love it, man. What the hell are the damn Yankees thinking, brother? Wow. Just fucking wow, man. Man, he got another foot and that thing, or another 1.5 feet, and that thing's out.
That's kind of been the story of this game, right? Like, especially with the Dodgers. Like, how many times has it been like so close yet so far?
Yeah, that's just a bad field and not paying attention to the ball, not watching it into your glove, the whole 9 yards. Damn. Now that puts the Yankees in a tough spot, right?
mean, yeah, for sure.
I mean, that really puts them in a tough spot.
Yeah, for sure. But the thing is they're kind of stuck. It's kind of that's kind of the thing. Like, there's not really much they could really do. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you
I
kind of have
think
to
at this
roll
point,
with the
you know what? I
punches.
think at this point, I think you do bring in Weaver. I think you bring in Weaver to get out of this inning and
I
then deal with
wouldn't.
it in the ninth.
Because the thing is that's a risk, because if you bring in Weaver and then Weaver has one of those nights where he's a little iffy, now you have no one else.
I
You
mean,
don't
I
really
get
have
that.
anyone else.
God, but
You
you really want
know,
to go into extra innings with these guys? I mean,
which
I don't know.
which is
I guess
true.
I'm just playing devil's advocate at that point. I'm thinking like, bring him in. Look, dude, just get 2 outs. I don't care how you get. Just give me two solid outs, right? And you're out. But again, if he gives up a pop fly or whatever deep, then that ties it up anyway. So I understand I see your view of
You
it
see what I'm
as well.
saying? Yeah. But it's a gamble. It's a risk. It's like,
It is. No,
you know,
it's like putting all your money on red and praying to God black doesn't show up.
right. So that's kind of where you're at right now. And ultimately, because the thing is no matter where you go from here, right? No
Right.
matter what move you make, it's a risk.
Oh yeah,
You know what
absolutely.
I mean?
Absolutely.
Thank
Oh,
you.
absolutely. I mean, I guess I'm always
Cool.
the mentality. You do whatever you can to keep that run from. With this kind of game, I would do probably whatever I can to keep that run from scoring in. And I'm probably gonna put my best guy out there. I guess that's why I would go with Weaver. But I mean, you do have to look at the rest of the series from your standpoint. I understand that.
Right.
And you don't want to mess with the guy's head. Like, what if he does? What if he has a bad outing in this? What if Weaver comes out and just shits the bed anyway? And then you got what? Does that rattle his confidence? Does he now? I mean, these are professionals, but still, even professionals can get their confidence rattled.
I mean, I wouldn't say it rattles his confidence, but I do think you can make an argument like, man, it'd be tough, because like I said earlier, if the Yankees lose a 2-1, 2-0, like if they lose a very close game, you can take some positives from it. You know what I mean? You can take some positives. The unfortunate reality, though, is that if you don't, you can also look at it on the flip side and go, this is honestly demoralizing because, like.
Yeah, they did do what I was talking about. They actually did bring in Weaver. So now we're really going to see, is he going to get that job done? Man on third, 1-1, went out. I might be a little behind. Nope, 2-2. They get it. Oh, wow. Wow. Jeez.
Yep.
Well, like you said, it was a gamble, Frank. Frank. It was a gamble, Pride, and I guess that gamble didn't work. So now what do you do, right?
And now you're stuck, really.
Yeah, you're definitely stuck.
Thank you.
Because you got to ride this guy out now at this point. Oh, look at this. Yeah. Got him on a deep fly. I'm sorry, I'm behind. I'm definitely behind, but
yeah, I mean,
and who do you really have left on your bench? You got Mark Leiter, I guess. Maybe
in terms of, but the thing is, like, you don't really have anyone in terms of being a bona fide closer like that. It's like, Weaver really was your guy, so it's like,
yeah,
it's like it's kind of like uncomfortable because you put all your baskets in him, all your eggs in this basket, and
literally all your eggs in that basket.
And again, it sucks, but again, it's like I said, it's a gamble because it could have went the opposite way, Weaver could have came and struck out the side and moved on. And he could have been good.
Okay, let's say they get to this inning. Let's say they're able to get into the top of the ninth at 2-2. Would you then use Stroman?
No. I'm not touching Stroman.
Great, but I'm just saying he's your fifth reliever, so
I'm not touching him because I know I'm gonna need him. I'm gonna need him later. Because the reality is Marcus Stroman, I'm gonna need Marcus Stroman. I'm gonna need him later.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow.
So
Could you imagine? Could you imagine? You know, the Frankie was riding that high only to get the loss at the end of the day. Damn, and use your best for.
yeah, but also remember what Frankie said also that Weaver, he also has come out before and
Yeah.
done, you know what I mean? And
he's gonna have
done
to.
5 outs.
Yeah, he's gonna have to.
For sure.
You know, I think because if this game does go extra innings, they're going to need as much as they can get out of him. To be honest, because they've already used up a good part of their bullpen.
Right. But
to go back, Cortez, I don't think he made it on this lineup, did he? Or did he make it for the World Series?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did.
Okay, I was looking at their depth chart. I didn't see him on here, but
well, if you didn't see him, then no.
But they may not have updated, right? Because you have Hamilton, but Hamilton is out, so maybe they put him in there.
Maybe because I'm almost positive he made it. But
so if that's the case, if you have Cortez, then if they do go to extra innings, do you use Cortez in that part?
I mean, you might have to, because listen. One thing I'm not touching on any circumstances, Marcus Stroman, because the reality of the situation, Marcus Stroman after Rodon, Marcus Stroman's probably getting started.
Yeah,
it'll probably end up being him.
But so it's like, kid. I mean, he's pretty good. I mean,
who?
Gill, I think his last name. He's also in their starting rotation. I've seen him pitch before. Luis Gill, I think is his name.
Oh, well, is he even on the roster?
He is.
He is?
You got it's Cole, Rodon, Schmidt, Gill, and Stroman. So Gill's a 350, 15-7.
Yeah,
I mean, they got right now. They got 5 people listed on their depth chart as starters.
I mean, even though they say they're starters, doesn't mean they are. So, but I mean, for me personally, I don't know. I'm maybe it's just me, but I'm having Marcus Stroman be my third.
So Frankie does say yes. He says John Birdie is out for Cortez in. So Nestor Cortez is on the roster as a bullpen help. So
you can use Nestor
Cortez in if you go to extra innings.
Especially considering if you do that, and if luck falls on their side and they only have Nestor Cortez out there for 1 inning, now it doesn't really matter. Because you can still, because that says it's only 1 inning, let's say he does 10 pitches, you can still use him for game 2 if need be.
Yeah.
So you can still bring him out there if need be.
Starting pitching on there, they have to use them. I mean, they're pretty deep in that respect. So, and they're going to need it too.
So so they'll.
So the Dodgers are going with Kopech. This is how you say his last name. I gotta tell you, I really like that mustache that Austin Wells is sporting. It's not bad.
I don't really like it, but because he's on the Yankees and he's the only one with one, I think that's kind of what makes it go, huh? Now, because think about it, he's the only one in the lineup with any semblance of facial hair.
Yeah.
Like no one else has anything. He's the only one who's got any semblance.
Mr. Cortez, if he still has his mustache.
But he also shaves it too, so it's like.
Yeah, Nestor doesn't need to be shaving it. Oh, wow. Oh, they're just replaying that. Never mind. Yeah, he just misplaced that ball, man. He looked in his glove, thought he had it. So you got looks like Verdugo's up right now. Listen, it's Gleyber Torres. 2 outs with Gleyber Torres. That would be crazy if. Could you imagine a world where the Dodgers had a walk-off? How crazy would that be? And they have, and I guess what is Mookie Betts, I believe, started it off for them.
Wait, you mean for who?
For the Dodgers.
I think so.
I think he's next. I think he's next up.
Uh-huh.
What a time. Or no, it looks like Betts is the one that hit the sacrifice fly, so it should be after.
Oh yeah. No, it's gonna be should be who's the third? Is it Freddie Freeman who's third?
Yeah, Freeman. So it should be Freeman. Yeah, Freeman flied out in the 8th. So no, actually it would be Freeman, and it would be Hernandez.
All right,
Yeah.
TK.
Yeah, it looks like it should be TK and then Muncy and then the Hernandez kid. Uh-oh. Get the fuck.
I love it here.
What does that mean when the umpire holds his hand like that? Oh, the fan interference.
I mean, yeah, that's a fan interference.
Fucking Dodger motherfucker caught that ball too. Oh, dude, you should have not caught that, man. Damn. That could have possibly been. Where is it? Where exactly is a home run? Is the light blue above that white line, is that considered a home run, or does it actually go out of the park? Oh, they're kicking him out of the stadium.
I think it's gotta go.
Or they made him give up the
It's gotta
ball.
go out.
Wow. I wonder if they get to keep the ball. Or do they make him give up the ball and kick him out?
They probably take the ball from you.
Could you imagine that? What? I can't at least keep the ball. You're kicking me out? Son of a bitch.
Yeah, I think they take the ball from you.
I think he doesn't catch it. I think, man, they had a pretty good shot at that could have been a triple, depending on where it bounced off.
So Frankie says that they get to keep it and then they get kicked out.
Wow. Yeah, they should at least let the guy keep the ball. They're going to kick him out. Yeah. Wow. All right, so LA's going to make a change. I wonder who he's bringing in.
Yeah, they but remember, this was a bullpen game for them.
Yeah. So it's not.
They already probably. Yeah. So I don't. At least for me, anyway. I don't see this as a panic move, as them being worried or anything like that. I think this is like, hey, we already knew. We're gonna be using you, and you once you reach this pitch or whatever the case may be. So.
Frankie said he's probably getting jumped.
Imagine.
How's a Dodger fan fuck up a moment for his own team in the World Series? He's getting jumped, word too. This is Judge's moment to right his wrong. Yeah, Frankie. In all honesty, if you want to put this guy in any kind of conversation with the greats of Yankee lore, this is where he has to do it. Otherwise, it's just bullshit. All right, well, shit. What are the odds for Pride? What are the odds that the Yankees get out of here with the win with Judge up at the plate without going into extra innings?
Well, excuse me. I mean, listen. 2 outs, 2 men on base?
Yeah, 2 outs, 2 on, Judge at the plate.
Yeah, he's gonna have to be smart.
Like, if you were a betting man, would you bet that he gets out, or would you bet that he produces a base hit of some sort, whether it be a home run, a double, triple, whatever
Out.
the case may be? You think he's going to get out?
Yeah.
Because I think right now this is a moment where he's going to want it so bad that he's going to chase.
That's why.
Pitches.
That's why I think he's gonna end up getting out. I think he wants it a little too much. He's gonna start reaching, and he's already reaching. But anyway.
Oh, but I really think he's reaching now.
Well,
I think these are the times when you got to be a smart hitter and wait for your pitch.
Well, I will be fair to him. He is taking some smart pitches now. I'll be fair to him.
And they're not exactly going to give him the best pitches, right? I mean, this is Aaron Judge.
Right, but again, he's taking them. He's not doing anything dumb.
Right, as he should take them and not be dumb.
Right. So I'm like I said, I think he's gonna end up getting out. But
give him one strike. Like if I'm training, how you say that? I'm doing chains up. I'm trying curves. I'm trying to paint the corners. I'm not giving him anything good.
Mm-hmm.
He wants it. I'd rather walk him than let him get this one.
For sure.
Damn, he gets 0-2 right off the rip. Now you got a pitcher's count. Now you got what? 3
and he
pitches
pops out.
you really mess with?
And he pops out.
Yep. Well, you called it. Well, he didn't right no wrongs there. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then Michael Bryan says, "Oh man, can interference, huh? Yeah. So every time I try posting, Facebook keeps popping up and saying I can't go live for 9 more days. The bastards. Yep. Welcome to the world of Facebook, killer. That's how it rolls." Face it.
It seems like he thought Aaron Judge was gonna get a base hit. But yeah, like I said, for me, it was just I'm looking at this dude, and right now he's just swinging too much. That's all. And like I said, it's a shame because for the past 2-3 years, when it comes to the regular season, everything he needs to change to do better, he does.
Right.
He does what he needs to do, which is great. Which is great. But it becomes a problem in the regular season because instead of continuing what he's done in the regular season, he reverts back to the let me go. And it's crazy too, because even though the stats don't show it, he looked like okay, he was waiting off on some stuff. It looked solid, it looked kind of promising. But now he's going back to what he was before. And
just to me, because we're talking about great hitters and not great hitters and things like that. I always thought one of the most underrated guys that just never got as much love. I felt like he should have more love was Tony Gwynn. I thought Tony Gwynn was one of the best hitters out there. Just a pure guy, right?
For sure. In terms of pure hitting, like I know a lot of people, if we're talking about pure hitting, I know a lot of people are going to say Pete Rose. And I understand that, but Tony Gwynn definitely deserved to be in that conversation.
For sure.
Without a shadow of a doubt, in my opinion, he's the greatest the greatest Padre of all time.
Oh God,
as far as I'm concerned, and I don't even think it's close. And it's not.
No, it's not close. Tony Gwynn is the best Padre.
Absolutely. And it's not even me saying, oh man, well, no one really played for. It's just he was really that good. I genuinely believe that if you put Tony Gwynn in a lot of other teams,
He got a ring. He would have had a ring. Yeah,
without a shadow of a doubt.
I would have
Without a
loved
shadow of a doubt.
that. We could have got a Tony Gwynn or somebody like that. Jesus, man. I
Mhm.
mean, the guy he just had such a good eye for the ball. He wasn't chasing. He was waiting for his pitch.
Mhm.
It's a good, well-disciplined hitter with
Yep.
a great eye.
Yep.
And I just felt like, maybe because he was with the Padres, he probably had a lot to do with it why he just didn't get as much recognition I felt like he should have got, right? I mean, we make such a big thing about
sure.
Judge and Rise Up, this, that, and the other, but I don't think Judge can even come close to being like Tony Gwynn. I mean, I understand Judge has the home run record. That's great and all, but still, man, I mean, or not home run record, but he broke the 61 barrier, right? And things like that. But when you look at his batting average and what he is overall at the team level, I don't think he is quite where Tony was.
For sure not. For sure. Yeah, I don't think he's there. But again, I don't think that's really, at least for me anyway, I don't think that's a knock on
Judge.
Yeah, I don't think that's a knock on Judge. I just think that's how great Tony Gwynn really was.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if the Yankees. I wonder if the Yankees are even going to have enough capital to keep Juan Soto if he walks after this. I mean, I'm sure the Yankees got enough money. I just wonder if they're going to be willing enough to give him that much. There's a luxury tax, I believe, in baseball, correct? Or is there not a luxury tax?
I know there's no cap. I think
Right.
there is a luxury tax. Hold on.
It seems like I want to say it's like a 75 million luxury tax or something like that. If you go over, that's what I want to say.
Yep, there is.
Okay.
Yep. So instead of a salary cap, they have the luxury tax.
Right.
So that's kind of their quote unquote answer to it.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I don't really think that helps, but it is what it is.
I always find it interesting. They put a luxury tax in there, but yet they got profit sharing. So like, why are you gonna tax? Let's say, for example, the Yankees or the Mets, 375 whatever million payroll for that year, and then we give them a luxury tax on top of that. We make them share their profit sharing or whatever.
Yeah. So
that's kind of like a double in the nuts,
Right, but the thing is, it's not working. It's not, because obviously look what's happened with the Dodgers. Look how much they spent, and then the small market teams aren't really spending money. I mean, look at Oakland. They didn't really spend. They hardly spent anything, and now they're moving. So
exactly.
I don't think it's, you know what I mean. I don't really think it's working, but
I wonder if the A's will actually start spending for players once because aren't they supposed to go to Vegas? Isn't that their ultimate destination?
Yeah, I think they're next year. I think next year they go, right?
I
Yeah,
they were in Sacramento there for a while.
I
don't know if they're staying in Sacramento for a little while longer or if they're eventually going to go to Las Vegas.
Let's see.
All right, let's see what old Muncie does. Jeez. Damn, we did that right down the fucking middle.
So it's gonna be. So they're no more at the Oakland Coliseum. They're not playing there anymore. So for the next 2 years, they're gonna play their home games in Sacramento, and then 2028 is when they're gonna play in Vegas on the Strip.
Okay, so my theory is, you got to imagine if they go to Vegas, wouldn't they start spending and stop being so cheap like they were?
You would have to.
Oakland?
You would have to. But then again, it's I feel like it's gonna be a little different considering, you have, all that stuff. You know what I mean? Like you have a lot of So
I'm just thinking, like, I mean, the Vegas has got to generate enough capital for them to actually be, able to spend and bring in key guys or what have you.
right. What?
So Hernandez is
Yep. Kiki Hernandez right now.
Hernandez. Oh, end of the night. Yeah. Shit. Now we're going to extra innings.
Yeah. Excuse me. Now remember, because this is the playoffs,
Yeah.
no one's on second.
Nope. It's the way baseball should be. Hell with this free shit. I know I understand why they did it though, to help speed up the game, but damn, come on now.
Yep. Well, are they gonna challenge it? I know he got it. Okay. So yeah, so that's also something to take into consideration.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
I just say, for game one, it's been a hell of a game one. I mean, it's a little bit better game one than I was expecting. Frankie says Verdugo.
Yep. Great catch by him. And props. But again, it's gonna be interesting because, like I said, there's gonna be there's no one on second. Yeah. You're basically starting from scratch.
Who the Yankees come up with, because I can't imagine Weaver going another inning.
Well, here, so
catch by Verdugo though.
So you might, yeah. So this is kind of where it becomes awkward because he's looking good so far. So do you want to take that risk and go with him for another extra inning, or do you want to play it safe and put in Nestor Cortez? Because right now that's the conversation I'm having.
Nestor.
But that's the thing. I don't think they. Well, Nestor wasn't even warming up.
Yeah, which tells me that you're right. He wasn't. So that tells me
he's going
to Weaver another inning.
Yeah, if he's not warming up, and you still got Weaver.
Is that smart on their part though?
I would have at least had him warming up just in case. Just in case.
Yeah, absolutely. Because Nestor can give you, 3, 4, 5, whatever. I mean, he can give you a good amount of innings. As long as as long as his chemistry or everything's dialed in for him, he can give you several innings.
Right. I for sure would. I would have had Nestor in there just to be on the safe side.
Oh yeah.
Because because at some point, let's say something happens, now where do you go? Now if Weaver gives up a good hit, you know what I mean? 1 out, runners out second and third. Now he's got to get himself out of his own jam. And once that happens, but again, let's see what happens because all of it really depends on what the Yankees do. Because if the Yankees come out, they put up 2-3 runs up on the board, then this conversation basically means nothing.
Oh yeah,
because at least you know what I mean. He'll have something of a buffer.
And who the Dodgers got coming up right now? Oh, they got. Oh no, excuse me, the Yankees. The Yankees got Stanton.
They're leaning off of Stanton.
Yeah, then Chisholm, and then Rizzo. I gotta tell you, that's not a. Okay, I'm not gonna say Stanton because Stanton's gonna have to come up huge because Stanton and Chisholm, Rizzo,
and Stanton struck out. So
yeah.
Again, there's Stanton chasing everything.
Yeah, I think he's got that same itis that Aaron Judge has. They're trying so hard to generate something that's working against them.
Yep, for sure.
Which is why I think separates the great
And there's
hitters
Jazz with a good hit, or Chaz, whatever his name is, Jizz,
Jazz.
Jizz, Piz, Viz, whatever cornball's name is. But he got a nice little single. Now it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. Anthony Rizzo.
I'll tell you what, Rizzo could earn a lot of love back if he came through at this point.
For sure. For sure.
You know, it's amazing, you know, when you contribute those big innings, how that can erase a lot of bullshit.
Okay, for sure.
But when you don't, then it has an adverse effect, right? It's like, you know.
Right.
This is why I tell you, man, if you're getting paid so much damn money, these are the moments that money you should be paying the organization back, you know? I mean,
I wouldn't do all that now.
I see my wife about clean my makeup.
And he's there's with the steal, and he got the steal. He got the base. So there's Jazz with a steal. So now he's on second. So now that opens up a lot of stuff right there.
Yeah. No, Chisholm is super quick, bro.
Yeah, that opens up a lot because now that takes the double play off the board. So now, it's like I said, that double play being off the board, that's a big thing right there. So now let's say Rizzo grounds out, Chaz can ultimately get over to third.
But let me ask you this: would you take a chance and just have Rizzo bunt and get him to third, or would you do the ground, or would you have him?
Oh no, well he gets walked anyway, so he just got walked. So now that doesn't matter.
Like, why would you walk freaking Rizzo? God.
Well, the logic, you have one out, so the logic is to keep the double play ball alive.
I mean,
you know, so that way if they kind of put it on the ground, you basically got the double play, which I understand that, you know, but let's say they chose not to do that. Let's say they wanted to, you know, to go in terms of what he, you know, when you asked, you know, what I would have done with Jazz, would I have bunted? I wouldn't have because I would have had him. Hey, listen, if you can get a single, great. Because the reality of the situation, Jazz on second. If Rizzo can get a single, we got a different conversation. You know what I mean?
True. You have a different conversation.
You know what I mean? Once it hits that green, we're good. You know, Jazz is running home, and next thing you know, we're up, right? So I wouldn't have had the bunt if it was one out and Jazz was on third. Yes, I'm calling for that bunt, but the fact that he's on second, I'm not going to.
So now that puts Volpe back into an interesting situation. You know, can he go from 0-3 to 1-4?
And again, same thing with Volpe. If he just all he's got to do is get a single. If he gets a single, because of the speed of Jazz on second and his aggressive base running style, he's touching home.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So that's a step off. So now if he steps off again, that's a balk. Just keep that in mind. He's going. And Chaz takes third. No one expected it, and Jazz takes third. So now it's first and third. Or first, now it's first. Now again, keep this in mind, though. Keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Keep pitching to him because the double play is still in effect.
Oh, yeah. No, I get that.
And that's another strike. So Volpe, with one out, Volpe tried to bunt, missed it. So now that's 1-2.
Literally, I'm like, bro, just put the ball in the outfield. Chisholm will score. Just put the damn ball in the outfield.
That's it. That's it. And at this point, It doesn't even have to be a base hit. It could be a sacrifice fly, and,
Oh yeah,
and
that's what I'm
Jazz is
saying.
coming home.
Just do a sack fly.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So now you don't even have to get a single. Now you can just do a sacrifice, and you're in a good spot. Did he go? Wow.
Dad, the door. It was good.
Nope. So they got one out. Sloppy. It was sloppy, but
Wow.
so that's interesting. So it could have had a double play, ended up being sloppy. They still get Rizzo out at second. So sort of kind of good news, but unfortunately, they couldn't get Chisholm out, which was the one you wanted to get out. So
wow. So they get it 3-2 now.
yep. So because of that bobble, again, it's Edmund. Again, this is the same Edmund that kind of screwed them over early in the game. So
right. He sure did. Wow.
So now let's see what they do now, because that one run basically secures them the win. And Volpe's gonna go throw down, and he is safe.
I'm not gonna say the game's over, but damn, dude, it sure looks.
I'm gonna say it is only because of the momentum factor. Because again,
that's what I say. I'm not saying it's over, like you said, that momentum.
Because again, you got to remember this: like the Yankees are not a good base stealing. Like they're not a good team when it comes to stealing. Right. And not only you got Jazz stealing second and third, but then Volpe immediately steals second. That's kind of a gut punch to the Dodgers.
Oh yeah. And and like you said earlier, the Yankees really needed this win because it's not going to get any easier with the Dodgers after this. I mean, that now you got their big time guys, Yamamoto and so forth. So they really had to take this one to put themselves in a good position, going back to New York. Damn, I wonder if Aaron Boone's actually going to be able to get his first World Series win as a manager with this team.
We're about to see.
I'm telling you. Because
I will
MVP for the National League Championship.
Yep, and he was.
Yeah.
All right, so that's a strikeout. So now the Dodgers are able to get out with only giving up one run. Now, if you're LA, 110%, they need to take a breather because it is only one run.
Yeah.
It is only one run. So, they should have they have a chance. They definitely do have a chance. So that being said, if you're the Yankees, you're exactly where you want to be.
Oh, for sure. And if you're the Yankees, who are you going to roll out to close out the game?
I'm leaving Weaver at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got an insurance run now. Right? So you got to run in, right?
Right.
So now that gives Weaver a bump. So I would leave in Weaver, especially considering no one's warming up.
Yeah.
Nobody was warming up.
I would have brought in Nestor. I would have had Nestor warming up. But the fact that they didn't warm him up, then I'm definitely going to say you're right, Pride. They are going to bring Weaver in. I just don't know if we're chancing at this point. I mean, I don't know. That's a rough one there. But we'll see what they do. That's what they're going to roll with.
Yeah, because like I said, I would have had Nestor Cortez warming up already.
Oh, for sure.
I would have already had him warming up. And the thing is, for me, I would have had him warming up regardless of if I was going to have him pitch or not, just so I have that option.
Frankie says they did have somebody warming, but he didn't see the name. Regardless, I think you have somebody warming up. I think you have somebody, if you are going to go with Weaver, right? I think you still have somebody warming up. That way, if Weaver gets into trouble, then you already got your guy coming in to take care of it. You know what I mean?
And on top of that, too, the pressure element is gone because you have a lead.
Right.
You got a 1-run lead. So it's like, let's say there's a jam, worst case scenario, it gets tied.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like, as long as you're not giving up like a grand, like a 3-run homer or something like that.
Right.
As long as you're not doing that, then you're kind of, like you're in a situation where you're like, okay, but.
Oh, yeah. No, I get what you're saying for sure. I always like to play it safe. So I think I would have had Nestor. I would have had somebody warming up. You with the Weaver out, that's fine.
So they took Weaver out and they put in Cousins.
Oh,
so
yeah.
So Weaver's out, which I understand. If you had someone, if you had someone in there, I understand that.
I don't even know. I'm not really familiar with Cousins. What's his ERA? He's not bad. He's got a 2.37 ERA.
He's good. He's solid. He's good.
I don't really know much about him, but he's got 1 save. Yeah, I mean his stats look good, so we'll see if he can be the guy that closes it out. What are his pitches?
God. That's Kirk Cousins' cousin. What a cornball.
That's right. That is his cousin, isn't it? Cousin's cousin.
Is it? Is it really his cousin?
He said at one point that Jake Cousins was Kirk Cousins. I do remember that now. He was saying that. So let Weaver get one more out. And then he goes on to say Jake Cousins is good. Yeah, that's Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins' cousin. That's a weird thing to say, but yeah.
So there's 1 out already. Will Smith flies out. He flies out to Juan Soto.
Why do I feel like there should be a big chain around his neck right now? With the big Kirk Cousins chain on him.
Yeah, I got power.
And Lux is 0 for 3, and then you got Edmund on deck. So it's not like they got their best star power out there to close out this game.
Right. They don't got their star power, but they do got decent contact hitters up. So as long as they focus on just getting on base, they can have a shot.
Wow.
Here we go. Let's see what happens here. 3. All right. So he walks him. So Gavin gets walked. So Gavin looks good. So he gets walked, right?
Yeah.
So he gets walked, which honestly, again, that's all you needed. 1 out. You got someone on base. So again, as long as you get on base, you're giving yourself a chance.
Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. Not only giving yourself a chance, but God forbid, if he was to get a home run, now you got the win. Now you got the walk win. Obviously, all you really care about is just tying it up, and then you go from there. But if you can get that win, that'd be great to close it out right here.
Right.
All right, so you're gonna have Edmund up with 1 out.
Yep. So you got him with 1 out.
And then you got Ohtani.
Yep.
Now I'll tell you, hey, this could
As
really
long as it's not a double play.
Oh yeah.
As long as it's not a double play, then Ohtani comes up. You got a chance.
Bro, could you imagine Ohtani walk-off home run in game 1 of the World Series? That would be a hell of a storyline.
It would
In
be.
extra innings. What a time to be alive. That would be one hell of a game 1. Let's put it that way.
Yep.
Like whoever had like World Series tickets for that game, I mean, you definitely got your money's worth.
Mm-hmm.
One of these days I'll be lucky enough to maybe afford, a parking lot spot at a World Series game. I don't know if I get a game 1 ticket, but might be able to afford the parking lot. Wow. Okay.
Here's 0-2.
It would.
So right now, 1-2.
Oh, they get it loaded. They get it. They're on first and second now.
What do I see right now? Good job. First and second. Oh, he falls down so he cannot get to third. Wow, Gavin Lux could have gotten to third, slips and fall. But actually, let me take that back because with how close that ball was, there's a legitimate chance he could have been thrown out at third.
Yeah.
So let's be fair. That slip up might have saved him.
Yeah.
It might have saved him. Because in the moment, I'm thinking, yo, my God, that's embarrassing. But now, especially seeing how quick Volpe got back to that ball, yeah, nah.
Bro, now you got Ohtani coming up with 2 men on and 1 out. Oh, my goodness. Bro, if he was to hit a home run right now, that would be historic.
And here's Nestor Cortez. So Nestor Cortez is pulling up right now.
Yeah. Because they're not gonna let Cousins pitch to Ohtani with 1 out and 2 men on.
Nah.
Maybe they would, but that would be crazy.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Yeah, I think I just watched that play. I think it's probably a good thing that he did slip and fall. I don't think he would have made that. I really don't. I think that would have been a definite out. But now you get the man himself. Can he earn that money?
But again, so here's gonna be the interesting thing here.
What is up, guys?
Because I'm about let me pose you this question, Jed, and see how you feel about this. If I'm bugging you, let me know.
No,
if you're Ohtani, what are you doing? You playing for contact? You're playing for power?
At this point, with 1 out, I'm probably gonna play for contact. What's up, big man? Hey, better late than never, killer. So what are you doing?
I was waiting for my Black Ops 6 to come. Decided to come on and chat with you guys because I know Frankie is probably pretty excited right now, obviously. So,
so Pride asked.
Yeah, man. I was waiting for Black Ops 6 to come, but it didn't arrive today. So I was like, well, I'm just hop on here. So.
Hey, that's all right. Hey, better late than never. So Pride asked the question. Ohtani is up. 2 men are on first and second. 1 out. If you're Ohtani, are you hitting for contact or are you hitting for power?
I think at this point, I believe they are sort down 1 run. at least tie that baby up, man.
Yeah. What are you thinking, Pride? Contact or power? You asked the question, so
I'm going power.
You're gonna go power.
If I'm Otani, I'm going power. I mean, I know it's a risk for sure, but you know, if I'm Otani, I got the game in my hands and I'm ripping it. I'm swinging for especially for a guy like Nestor Cortez, who one of his knocks is sometimes his location can be missed, right? He could be off and he could accidentally put it in your hot zone. And looking at everything, taking everything into consideration, I'm swinging with a guy that not only can sometimes miss, but a guy that sometimes like to challenge people and put it in their comfort zone to see what they can do with it. I'm swinging.
Oh yeah. I mean, and I understand your point. I mean, you have Otani on your bench. Coming up to bat, you know. Yeah, I understand because what if he gets a double? You know, wins it too.
Well, there's no point in saying that because Otani fouled, and then Alex Verdugo, fucking piece of shit, he ended up fucking going catching out of bounds.
Damn that guy.
So now here's the for lack of a better word, because now that Otani's out,
Tying runs a third.
Wait, hold on. So is he out or no? Is he out or no? Because now Otani's going back. What are we doing? Okay, so he is out.
Yeah, he's out. Tying runs a third.
No, now his base is loaded.
Oh yeah, it's just up there on the screen here.
Oh, they walked him.
My TV is so far behind right now. It's stupid. Wow. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Damn. What a time to be alive. Game 1.
So it's not bases loaded. They just, since he fell or he was in the thing. Oh, they walk Mookie. Okay, so that's why
they walk Mookie. Taylor's at third.
Wait, hold on. Wait a minute.
Wow.
So we walk Mookie for Freddie Freeman? Are we smoking dick right now? Who the fuck says a smart move? Frank, that's a smart move. I don't know, man. I would rather take my poison with Mookie. Because me personally, I'm facing the dude who got less power. That's just me. I'm facing the dude with less power. So I would have kept Mookie in there. It's 2 outs. Over. I would have kept Mookie.
Home run. Freeman, home with the right, 423. Taylor scored. Edelman scored. Best scored. 6-3.
First pitch. And what did I say? What did I say? That was stupid. What did I say? Not. Why would you do that with Freddie Freeman? Why would you do that?
I think they felt like they had
sense.
Maybe they felt like they had a better chance with Freeman than Mookie Betts. Even though I would walk either one of them. But.
Imagine that. My first time on here, I chose the Yankees.
but dude, that's insane. That's insane. And what did I say? And I'm not even gonna fucking imagine. I got the script. What can I say? Like, nah, bro. It's like, why would you waste your time? Or I don't want to say waste your time, but why would you walk Mookie? Because there's no logical reason at all.
And specifically that Mookie has not exactly had the best game.
He's been solid for sure, but this has not been his game. Not only has it not been his game, he's got less power than Freddie Freeman, right? He's more of a contact guy. So you do that. And then if you're telling me he walks in for the double play, that makes no sense because there's 2 outs. So the double, there's no way you can have a double play. You can't get 4 outs in an inning. So it's like,
I think the biggest takeaway for me out of this is, number one, it was a bullpen game, and they won the bullpen game. They took out their ace, and then they go off on a walk-off home run. Are you kidding me? If that doesn't set up game 2 for Yamamoto, son, what a time
This is
to
going to be a good series, I'll tell you that much.
I got Dodgers in 6.
what a
Dodgers
night,
in 6, man.
What a night. What a
Of course,
night.
I hop in and there it gets cooking.
Hey, you should have been here earlier, man. We could have. Hey, this game would have been over much sooner.
Yeah, very true. Because I hopped
That's
on
what
here
it's-
10 minutes ago. Then all of a sudden, bam, bam, bam.
Just real quick.
You got to do
Just-
great star shift, knowing that he just lost. And Garrett.
Now
Cole.
this right here's for Frankie. The Yankees lose. Poverty fucking franchise. Poverty franchise. Dog shit. Pathetic. Worthless. Oh, imagine this. Imagine this. This was the game for the Yankees, right? And what that tell you Nestor Cortez does? He pitches it in their hot zone. And what the Captain Dumbfuck do on his first pitch? Hot zone. And what Freddie Freeman do? Thank you very much. Here you go. Some souvenir for the fans.
I just like the way he does it.
What
He
are
holds
we
the bat
doing
in
here?
the air, lets it fall behind him. Like,
Because
yeah,
he
go-
knew. Because he knew. He knew.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like, come on, bro. Again, the Yankees lose. Poverty franchise. Get out of here. Dumb fucks. Dumb fucks, bro.
I'm surprised
Yeah.
you didn't stand. It's Goalie's voice.
Aaron, boom. Poverty franchise, bro. Aaron Judge playing like the Aaron Judge before he got the veneers. Poverty franchise, bro. Poverty franchise. Get out of here. Losers. Winner of game 1 has won the series 63% of the time. Look at Kike Hernandez. What a useless guy. Like, he bunted and he's smiling like his life is great. Bro, your legacy is you bunted, you dickhead. But here's the thing though, Jay, because you were talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
At the time, the Yankees had more hits than the Dodgers. Ends the game the same way, 10 hits to 7, right?
Yeah.
This was the perfect game for the Yankees. It really was. This really was what they needed. It was a low-scoring affair. They got a good outing from Garrett Cole, right? And they had a, the base stealing. They again, Jazz took 2, right? Still second and third, then scores on the Anthony Volpe sack fly. Then Anthony Volpe gets on immediately, boom, steals, right? So momentum-wise, it looks all great, right? It was looking phenomenal for them, right?
Oh yeah.
And
Oh,
then obviously Dodgers get on base. I don't understand the logic. And remind me to ask Frankie this, because when I see him, because he said it was a smart move. I need to understand the logic. Why on God's green earth are we walking Mookie Betts
Yeah.
to get to Freddie Freeman?
Yeah.
Why are we doing that? Like, I don't understand it. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I understand the whole pick your poison thing, but if you're going to pick your poison, I'm going to go with the guy with less power in this situation.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
You know what I mean? Because the thing is,
I know exactly what you mean.
you see what I'm
And then-
saying? You're up 1. If let's say Mookie gets a single, right? Mookie
Right.
gets a single. I think Chris Taylor, he came in pinch run. I think he was the one on third. Let's say it's a single, he scores. It's 3-3.
Oh yeah.
You have a better chance.
Right. Why? But when you do get the one guy you're going to pitch to, why do you give it to him down the fucking middle?
Because that's a problem with Nestor Cortez. He does that. He does this a lot. And that's been one of his knocks. He accidentally leaves it right where you want it.
Yeah.
And that pitch was so perfect for Freddie Freeman that as soon as he swung the bat, he felt it. Like, that shit's
Right.
gone. He felt
I
it.
bet
He
you
knew
if
that
New York could, they would rather the Knicks to lose tonight than the Yankees to lose.
shit- yeah,
Yeah, because the Knicks
for sure.
are Pacers tonight, so.
Yeah, no, for sure.
What a
But
time.
again, this is the problem. It was in LA. This was honestly, if you told me, bottom of the ninth, right? It's, Dodgers are up, they're down 3-2. The Yankees are, and then if you told me that, I would have said, the Yankees for sure winning. I really would have thought that. Obviously, the Volpe error kind of fucked them a little bit, right? That error kind of fucked them a little bit. By the way, I lied. It was Gavin Lux that was on third. But that kind of again, you had a good pitching outing from Garrett Cole. Do you think you get the same from Chris Rodon?
Hell no, not.
I don't think so.
I think you'll have a moderate outing from him, but it won't be anything like what Garrett gave you. I think Rodon might go 4 or 5.
I think he gives up 3. I think he gives up 3.
Yeah.
No, I think he gives up 3. I genuinely believe that in my heart of hearts. I think he gives up 3.
We're about to find out. So we're gonna wrap this bad boy up. But hey, I guarantee we're gonna do another watch along. This is just the first one. Obviously, it's game 1. I think maybe we'll do another watch along on the first game in New York when they go back to New York. So that might be our next watch along. I'm gonna get with the guys. I'm gonna get with Glenn, Pride, Frankie, whoever else wants to join on, and we'll see what we can work out. But it's been a hell of a good watch along, Pride. You've been with me the whole since the first minute of it, man. I appreciate you. You brought some damn good information, a lot of good entertainment, man. Frankie, man, much love. Be safe out there at work. Glenn, even though you hopped on at the last second, you might have been the good luck charm that brought LA. I don't know. Maybe
I'm for judging that,
But this has been Elite Sports and Entertainment Network. You can catch us on all of our other content. Check out our LINKTREE in the description. And we will be back for game 1 or game, what is it? What game is that? I mean, is there 2 games in LA and then 2 games in New York?
It'll be game 3.
In New York, and then 1-1?
It's gonna be 2. I think it's gonna be 2 in LA, 3 in New York, and then 2 in LA if it goes a full 7.
That's
that's how it goes. Let me double check.
All right. Okay, yeah. Double check super quick before we head out of here. If that's the case, we'll do game 3.
Game 3 is Monday.
Oh, snap. And that's in New York, correct?
Yep. 8:08 on Fox.
Yep. So it's gonna be
2-3-2.
So it's gonna be 2 in LA, 3 in New York, and then the last 2 are gonna be in LA, assuming it goes 7.
Right. Okay, folks. So there you have it. 2-3-2 combo. So we will do for game 3. I'm gonna get with the guys to see if we can get you game 3 of the watch along. Should be interesting to see where we are at that point. Until then, it's been good hanging out with you guys. And as always, go Astros.